Hexy, and you're watching the Good Wives Network. And I know it's been a while, so I'm waiting for Mac to come in. Let me get out of here and share this out. Copy the link, and let me share it on. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my phone adjusted the right way in this thingy. Except. Hello.
Hey girl, hey girl.
It has been so long since we have been on here.
What's up?
What is up with you?
I forgot I changed it. I forgot I changed my thing to a crow.
Oh yeah, that's a really pretty one. I really like that one.
'Cause I'm an old crow.
And I noticed that you're now Mac the OG.
I'm tired of getting mixed up, man. Tired of getting mixed up. There's only one Mac, all right?
Yep. Hey guys, tap and like and share, please. We've got the gift gallery up there, but it's not necessary. If you just tap and share, please do your daily heart me up here. It helps us get out there. Type FYP in the chat. That helps us as well. Let's start getting it going here. We got about 20 people in here. I'd like to get it up to like 50 before we start going, and keep tapping because that helps us get the live to 10,000 as fast as possible. And once we're at 10,000, it's much more easy to keep ourselves from getting reported.
Yeah, reported, right?
I don't know why that is. I have no idea how that works. I just know it is. Oh, thank you for the heart me, Tiny Tiger. How do I have 104 heart me's?
Oh.
Oh, 103 fans in my heartbeat. That's what it is. Now I've got 100.
I gotta send you one too. There you go.
Okay, so now it should be like, no, because you're already one of the 103.
Oh, that's right. I mean,
that's really different. They've changed this. They've changed it. Like, so strange. Anyway, hello, everyone. Oh, we got 42 people going. All right, let's get up there, guys. Come on. Oh, you love me so much. Times 10. How cute is that?
Those are too cute. Tiny tiger.
Tiny tiger. Are you like Tony the Tiger, Tiny Tiger? No, just kidding. Oh, I just saw Suzette come in. I think
Tiny tiger. Anyhow.
Yeah. Anywho.
What's going on?
The TikTok and the YouTube streets are a little scary. Hey, Amy.
What is going on?
Yes, Michael's human. I do have a doggo, and he is he's about 15, somewhere between 14 and 15 years old. We don't know because when we got them, they were rescue dogs. He was the baby of my mama dog who passed away last year. Mm-hmm. But he is a Papillon Maltese. It's called a Papatese. So, yep, I do have a doggo, and I love him to death, and his name is Rowdy, and he's very rowdy.
He lives up to his name, for sure.
He lives up to his name. It definitely does. Definitely does. It's so funny because if we had a boy, that's what I wanted to name them. And my husband's like, you cannot name a boy Rowdy and expect me to raise a gentleman.
Holy hell,
like,
yeah, what were you thinking?
He's like, but we didn't have boys, thankfully. So, Papillons are amazing dogs. His mama was a Papillon, and she was just the sweetest little dog. I called her name is Isabella, and I always called her the dancing ballerina because when we first got her, she was really skinny, and she would stand up on her hind legs and she would dance down the hallway like tap dancing. And so I called her Bella Ballerina, and she was such a great dog. We had to put her down.
I don't know if there's a specific type of beagle that has long legs, or if there's a dog that looks like a beagle with really long legs. But it was the weirdest thing I've seen when I was going through the park with my mom on Mother's Day. When I saw this beagle, and I'm like, why is that beagle so tall? Like his legs, you know the size of a regular beagle. They're medium size. This thing had really long legs.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a type of breed or what, but it was the funniest damn thing.
That's funny. Have a good day, Tiny Tiger. Enjoy your day at work. Tell
you about my long-legged beagle.
Some type of hound that has same markings as a beagle, people are saying.
I was going to say the head was just like a beagle. Like I wanted to stop and ask, I kept seeing him, and I wanted to stop and ask him, like, why is your beagle so tall?
Yeah.
But no, I let it go.
Anyways, these streets out here, guys,
They be scary.
they be a little scary right now. And Mac and I have been trying to like kick around what this means for us and how do we want to continue on, because clearly there's a big divide in the in this community.
Yeah.
Okay, clearly there's a big divide. There are people that actually want to hear about the case, want to talk about the case, and want to push that forward, and are interested in getting some sort of more justice, at least, or at very least getting the truthful story out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are this other side that is only here for clicks, views, money, and drama. And I have never wanted to be part of that side over here, the drama side. I get dragged in there a lot. In fact, I've been dragged in there recently.
You can't say anything. You personally cannot
I can't say
anything without somebody jumping all down your shit. Period.
Right.
And you're supposed to stand and take it while other people can go ahead and do the same thing and be held up and propped up and be like, oh yeah, all right, whatever. But because it's you.
Right.
And that's we're going to be changing that. Best believe we're going to be changing.
And on top of that, there are certain creators who don't listen to me simply because they don't like me, and they're upset that I have information they don't have, and they don't know how to get the information because I don't give it out.
People may not like to hear the name Sheena. Right. She makes a very good point. Very good point.
Oh, Amelia Maria, I agree with you. Morbid bashing content creators for grifting, it is hypocrisy. It absolutely is. Because that's all he does.
It all is.
It's all a grift. And I have told you guys this for a long time. I thought that he and Nina and several of the other ones were either working with the Blanchards, paid by a lifetime, what have you. And now that we have come into finding out a lot more information about what goes on behind the scenes and how much money a lot of these people are making, I don't want to ever hear anyone say that Fancy's only in it for the money.
I can't,
because I ain't ever cleared $8,000 in a month.
Or any of this shit. Like, they have no freaking clue. No clue. Like, seriously. Man alive. Man alive.
So
they pick on you because they think it's easy. And it's not going to be.
Well, and because it brings in clicks and views. Because everybody loves to hate me.
No.
It brings in clicks and views, and they all like to hate me. But I did want to clear up one thing. I don't really want to get into the whole thing about what's going on with Becca and what she's done to everybody and who's on what side. I don't. Nope, not me. I don't want to be involved. But I did want to clear up one thing that she had said in her statement about why she did the things she did and why she specifically was messaging with Sheena. And I'm here to tell you her whole explanation on that is complete and utter bullshit.
Bogus.
Okay? Completely bogus. I don't know how she thought she would be talking to Sheena about anything other than the medical records, because, and that she somehow thought Sheena was going to be able to hand them over to her. Like what?
When was that going to happen? Like, have you met her?
Right. And I don't understand how bashing content creators and making sure that you took down this person and that person. Oh, you could take Audrey out and you could take Into the Weeds out. And I don't know how any of that has anything to do with finding out about the Hope Lodge.
Right.
Because here's the deal. So
and you've gone over this before. That's the whole thing.
I've gone over this before, and I've put this information out before. And she knows that I put this information out because Audrey made a big deal about me putting this information out. Right. And she was on me for weeks about it, which is when our argument started, really. It actually started over me not giving her this piece of paper.
Gotcha.
And it went on to the other things.
Then it really started got crazy.
Okay.
Yep.
So the whole thing about, we could prove that if Dee Dee was the one staying at the Hope Lodge, then we could prove once and for all that it was Dee Dee who had cancer and not Gypsy. Except that if you'd read the medical records that I put out, Becca, and you'd seen the video I did on this piece of paper right here, you would have never needed to do that, and you would have known the truth.
No.
The end, period. You would have known, because in the documents, I'm not a fan of Audrey either. In the documents from 2005, when she gets to Missouri, it states clearly in the social work notes inside of her medical records that she is staying at the Hope Lodge. Okay? Now, Starlight made a point the other day when she was questioning Becca and talking about it and stating that the Hope Lodge only helps people or only houses people over the age of 18. That is partially true. There are certain facilities. I called the Hope Lodge today to try and verify this, and it's kind of hard for them because they said this is 20 years old. Nobody that works here at the Kansas City location would have that information.
Yeah,
None of us have been here the 20 years.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. And they were really working to try to help me. He was like asking all kinds of different questions, trying to figure out, I said, I'm working on this documentary. I'm trying to da-da-da-da-da. And we're trying to verify whether a person who committed, yes, you can come up and chat, Suzette. Just give me 1 second. Let me finish through this and then you can come up and talk, okay? So we do know that Dee Dee did have cancer. She really did. And we do know that she was in trouble. But in 2005, they were staying there at the Hope Lodge. And so he was explaining to me is there are locations that do service children. They allow children from the ages of 12 to 18 on the facility. But Kansas City was not one of them. However, he was very excited because they are now in the summertime that they're changing that policy and they will be taking kids from 12 to 18. And they're also very excited. So I'm going to let you guys know this. They're really excited because they just now got funding and a space to open a Hope Lodge in California. So they're really excited. So I wanted to share those for them because that was something they shared with me. But he said that there are exceptions to the rule. Yes. And I had posed the question and he goes, well, I think that if there was a time for that to happen, that would be a time like during a national disaster where lots of people are relocated and misplaced. And, and if she really did have active cancer at the time, then the hospital could have organized that. And if there was, no problem, we could have. He's like, but I don't think, yes, she also wasn't volunteer at the Hope Lodge, but I can't say for certain. And I certainly can't tell you, I can't verify if someone stayed or didn't stay. But
was Dee Dee, and she said Dee Dee was also a volunteer at the Hope Lodge.
Yes, she was. Okay, so in 2005, Gypsy was 15 years old, so she would fall in the range between the 12 and 18. It was a specific, national disaster. The hospital is actually who arranged her to come from Louisiana on the Angel flight across and land there. So I would assume that they probably did arrange for them to have lodging. And if the Ronald McDonald House couldn't house them, then the only other place to go would be the Hope Lodge. And it states in the records from 2005 that they are staying at the Hope Lodge. Now, the days that were in question that Becca was talking about, and she got some of this, I don't know if she came up with her own deducing of it, but I talked about this a long time ago about I believed that Dee Dee's cancer had to have happened between 2011 and 2015, right? That's when I thought the cancer had to have happened. Now, some people say that it happened when she was 5, which goes along with the 5, the Gypsy having cancer at 5. Like, it all just makes no sense to me. But I do know she had a hysterectomy while she was in Louisiana. That's when she had the cancer with that bout. Okay. So we found that out. We were able to verify that. I don't remember how we verified it, but I made a video about it. But here we go. So last couple months ago, Audrey started asking me about a visit in July of 2014. And she wanted to know because Dee Dee had been posting about the fact that Gypsy was going through a bone marrow aspiration and that her platelets were off again. And I want you to understand something. There are other times that the platelets were off, and Colleen and I and everyone else, all the nurses that were working at the time, chalked it up to just something wrong in her, whatever, and never attributed it to this leukemia, that would have been exactly what was happening.
Exactly what it was.
Okay.
Right.
And this leukemia is not your average leukemia. It's an anemia that acts like leukemia. Right. And it is connected to her 1q21. So Audrey started asking me about these dates. And I looked it up and I noticed that she was actually in the hospital during those dates, some of the dates. And then she went back according to the text messages on Dee Dee's account, and she was there again. And so Becca's trying to figure out, like, was Dee Dee the patient that was staying there? No, she wasn't. Do you see the date?
It's just more bullshit, to be honest.
Do you see the date? It's 7/17/14. So
backwards,
if you had paid any damn attention when I put this out to prove what Audrey was saying was correct, Becca, then you would have known this. Just like there's other errors you make about other pieces of this.
But wait a minute.
If you watched my content, you'd see the proof for it.
But wait a second. But why say this now? Is it because you're jealous? Are you jealous, Fancy? Is it because he's making so much money? Is that it?
No, I don't give a shit.
Do you want to be the one and only? Is that what it is, fans?
Couldn't give a shit less.
It's just the freaking truth.
It's just the truth. And
it's the truth.
Okay. Oh,
you don't like the messenger.
Coming up. Hold
exactly
on. Hold on. Sheena requested.
You don't like the messenger.
Hi.
But listen to the message. Well, that's exactly what Sheena said.
Hold on, Mac. Sheena's here.
Oh, hey, Sheena. I was just
so thunk I'm on Fancy Maselli's panel. Listen, I'm driving, so I hope you can hear me. I just wanted to say this very quickly, because I will address things on my live tonight.
Okay.
But if you pay attention, Becca said in her statement yesterday that she wanted those records to prove that Dee Dee had cancer. If you go back and look at the messages, no. She wanted those records to prove that Gypsy did not have cancer, as Audrey had been saying.
Exactly.
Right.
Trying to prove Audrey and us wrong, because we were trying to,
Yeah.
She also, and I'm paraphrasing, I'd have to look at the message. Basically, she's making Dee Dee out to be this saint and saying Gypsy had cancer, and that's not true. She basically invalidated Dee Dee and
you're right. Gypsy, you're right.
Yeah. That actually, but like, tell the fucking truth.
Right.
Tell the truth.
I mean, you and I will never agree. We're never going to agree on the records. You guys see one thing and I see a different thing, and that's okay. That's okay. But this is very clear. This was in Gypsy's file attached to Gypsy's things. And I put it out. So there was no reason to contact you for the medical records to prove this when this piece of paper.
Even if you did, Fancy, you would have did it as your freaking self.
Not as some person named Annie.
Like, Jesus Lord. Like, you know what? It's just, it really aggravates me because at least you and even Sheena and even Bree, them over there, if you got something to say, you guys say it. Period. If I have something to say,
a union,
and I say it as me, I don't go behind another account to say something. That's what blows my head. I could have never imagined this with her. I could have never imagined this. I thought maybe there would be some shady shit, going on behind the scenes, but not pretending to be a whole ass other person. Never in my life. Never in my life.
Well, Sheena, did you want to add anything else, hun? Because
tend to be a cat was a little crazy to me, but
well, I mean, you can identify as anything you want these days, so I guess cat is a ground.
Meow meow meow.
That's true. That's true. But the whole point was to make Audrey look bad. It wasn't about the case or facts. It was to make Audrey look bad, period.
Right. And to say she had something I didn't have.
There was no cherry picking messages.
True. Right.
I see Miss Louise's
no, I believe you fully. I believe you guys fully on that. I think that, you know what, and if you cherry picked them, it still doesn't change the meaning of what actually was said.
I'm saying there's no point. That's like I just got done saying. We're in your face, honest type people, which is why I have a certain amount of respect for Sheena and Bree and any of them who are telling the truth, because I see the truth and they show receipts.
Well, if you look at the way I screenshotted those.
You're cutting in and out.
You're cutting in and out, Sheena.
Just were left out. I did that for a reason. So
you have to say that. You're gonna have to say that again because you were breaking up.
I just wanted to make that point known. It was not about. Yeah, I'm driving, so excuse me, traveling. I'm gonna have to go, but I just want to make the point. It was not about Dee Dee cancer. It was.
Nope.
Right. All right. Y'all have
Okay.
Thanks,
Have a good day,
Sheena.
Sheena. Be safe driving out there. Okay. All right. So anyway, the Hope Lodge thing, it was in Gypsy's records. It was attached to visits of Gypsy. So I know that Sheena and I don't agree on this, but this right here to me is more proof that I do believe she had a rare form of cancer. I do believe it.
I understand, Jay Vincent. I do.
And here's another thing. If you're trying to prove that Dee Dee had the cancer, that does not invalidate Gypsy having cancer. In fact, it would probably give you more credence to the fact that she inherited it from Dee Dee.
And the whole thing about her saying about the Perry chicken. Yes, I'm going to have that tonight. No, the cherry picking.
I couldn't even get cherry picking out of
cherry picking. Listen, I'm 55 this year. Okay, so.
Suzette, if you want to request the box now, sweetheart, you can come up.
But as far as cherry picking, what would be the point of that? Because Becca has them too. So what would be the point of that? You know what I mean? And that's why they called her on that last night. They were like, okay, well then can you show them? And the long awkward pauses were, man, just spoke volumes. But she said, okay, if you guys want to see them, but I don't know if she will or not. I really don't.
Oh, okay. You said you wanted to come up and chit chat, and now you don't want to do it? Okay.
Dude.
You wrote a comment.
Booze.
People
hit it on accident all the time.
Yeah, people hit it on accident, but she wrote out, can I come up and chat? So I was like, yeah.
She said I hit it on accident.
No problem,
babe. You're waiting for a phone call. Okay, no problem, girl.
No problem. It was just your request. Anyway, alrighty. So I don't want to get into the whole lot of everything else. There's a lot to talk about, and at some point, I think we'll have to weigh in on some of this. But I don't feel like it's our position to do so right now.
No. I mean,
this doesn't concern us.
Either people are going to see it for what it is, or they're not. If you don't, believe what's right in front of your face, and I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's undeniable. It's undeniable what has happened, and she has a pretty big platform, and I feel like this is my personal opinion from what I'm seeing, is that she got it from a lot of manipulation and money throwing.
Yes. Yeah. And lying.
Money our way one time.
Lying. Trying to take things from other people.
Yep.
Take people from other people.
Yeah. It's very disappointing. I like I said, I could never imagine. Like I did support her. I had correspondence with her. I had
really thought we had bridged a gap. Like
I did too.
We talked. You were there the day that we talked. And we talked about what happened. And she was like, "I'm so sorry." Blah blah blah. I did misjudge you. The whole thing. And we had a great conversation. And I told her, I think that the morbid thing for you was what was really hard for me, to watch you sit up there as a professional and laugh and joke with him and make fun of people constantly, and then try to tell us that you're some retired nurse that knows what she's talking about, and everybody should listen to you. That really bothered me. And she's like, I understand, blah blah blah. I probably shouldn't have done the morbid thing. You're right. Da, da, da. And it was really.
Here's what it is. She is the type of person that tells everybody, whoever she's talking to, what they want to hear.
Oh, Eva Longoria. So Hope Lodge is a part of the American Cancer Society. And so they help when you're in active treatment and you live more than 40 miles away from the place that you're getting a treatment. Hope Lodge will give you a place to stay.
Yeah.
They're like Ronald McDonald House, but for adults. And they only deal with cancer patients. So that's what that is. And to make the point, Gypsy couldn't have stayed there. Well, in 2014, Becca, if you could do math, I don't know. Gypsy wasn't a child. Gypsy was an adult.
Yeah.
She was 22 years old. So she would have qualified to be staying there. So what would you have proven? And what did talking bad about content creators and telling them how to take people down
Take them
have
down.
to do with getting medical records?
And think you're going to tell someone how to do it. Be like,
Mhm.
dude, who you talking
Dirty
to?
grandma, I think they're all plants. So
I just don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know if plant is the word. I think it's selfish, big-headed,
arrogance?
manipulative, arrogant. I don't have enough words. I just don't. I just didn't. And I'm not blowing up Morbid, not whatsoever, because I mean, and if he's truly apologetic for the way he's been, then I think he should apologize to the women that he has insulted. And I mean all of them. That includes you, Sheena, Bree. He owes you guys an apology. He really does. But anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah,
anyway,
absolutely. He's not.
It's just
he's
undeniable.
He's not void of culpability in all of this.
No, not at all.
You know?
Not at all. And I can only support him if he was to do that. If he's truly sorry and feels like he was being a hypocrite and all those things, then I honestly want to hear him give the women an apology that he sat and made fun of and degraded. Mm-hmm. And I mean, but group hated on. It was bad. It was really, really bad. And I don't think he realizes it. And if he
has apologized, Sheena? Okay. Well, I also want to say one thing.
To the women, Sheena, he did. He apologized to all the women.
Okay.
I know he apologized to Ken about the baby, but I didn't hear him apologize. But I haven't seen everything all the way through. I scrubbed through sometimes.
I just want to give you guys something to think about.
But my point in talking about Morbid, I'm sorry, my point in talking about him real quick was just that it's undeniable what he's showing right now. It's undeniable.
Yeah. I do want to make one statement about what is going on and what I'm seeing. Viewership in the Gypsy community has gone down. There's not a whole lot more to talk about publicly, unless you want just the facts of the case, because then there's a lot to present that we've presented before, but we've never presented in a way that everybody can understand from start to finish. How does this all work together? Right. Mm-hmm, okay. Mm-hmm. It's putting it all together now. Or there's drama of what she's doing every day. She's farting on Thursday. And so everybody wants to talk about the scent of it, like literally, and it's gotten to a point that I think that viewership is moving. Mm-hmm. What better way than to boost your numbers than to start a fight, start a war? Because you divide the community. You know that feelings are going to be flying. Mm-hmm. And everyone loves a train wreck.
Tough, man. They freaking...
Right. Everyone loves a train wreck. Okay? That's why reality television was invented.
For sure.
Because people are nosy as fuck.
I'm guilty. I like my reality TV. Not the fighting ones. Sure. Not the fighting and all that crap.
Right.
But I like watching my little people. Like my little people shows. Right. I love them. Right. I do. I love them.
Right. And most people in the Gypverse love drama, and I don't know why this case has bred that, other than the fact that the people involved in the case, such as Christy Blanchard, have created drama on purpose. It's created.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can say that for sure. What you're saying, like I don't know. I just, because it's just all so much to take in. And it's just so hard for me to believe. Are you guys really this desperate that you're really going to create fights with one another? Like,
right.
Or are they unintentionally doing it? You know what I mean? Are they intentionally doing it? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's something to think about. I'm not saying that they're doing it intentionally. I'm not saying that they're not doing it intentionally.
Well, you don't see me up there being a part of this shit. That's all I can say. No. So I have no reason to bullshit anybody. I don't. I have no game. I don't have a dog in this fight. I really don't. If I say what I say, it's because I say it and it's honest and it's...
I don't either. Yes. And here's the thing that people... I just don't think people have got this about me yet. I don't care what the truth is. I want the truth. If tomorrow everything I thought I knew about this case was proven wrong by a certain piece of evidence, then I would say that. I would come out and be like, wow, this undeniably proves that everything I thought is just not true. And I'm sorry I misinterpreted it. You know, I would own that. And it would be okay with me. If it came out tomorrow that Dee Dee actually did have Munchausen by proxy and I could prove it, I would. That's the thing. I don't care what truth there is. I want the truth. That's it. That's what I want. I want the truth. I don't want, we're not letting anybody else up, guys. So if you hit it by accident, that's fine, but we're not going to let anybody else up on the panel. None of them are that smart to plan a fight. Wow, Brenda. Wow.
Hey, I don't know.
Smart.
I don't know. I mean, look at, I mean, that wasn't smart. What just happened? That was not smart. How did you really thought nobody was going to figure that out? You really thought nobody was going to figure that out.
Right. No, they don't think before they speak, and they're not smart, but they are vindictive. They are manipulative. They are calculating. Okay. And they'll eat each other in a heartbeat. This woman right here and Colleen and Christina, I am closer to all three of them than I've been to anybody in my entire life. Okay, other than my husband, even my best friends, because we've gone through so much together. Suzette, I consider a very close dear friend, you know, but
I love Suzette.
Mac and I may have a moment, but I don't know. I cannot see her doing what these people are doing to each other.
Listen, if I want to talk to somebody, I just talk to somebody. I don't have to pretend to be somebody else. This is what blows my mind. Or a cat. Right. I mean, a cat. Dude, I've really just been jaw on the floor through a lot of this. Just jaw on the floor through a lot of this. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm so... I almost
somebody asked me if I'm enjoying it. I wanted to say this too. Someone asked me if I'm enjoying this. Watching Becca being
Are you enjoying this, Nancy? Are you, because you're so jealous?
No, I'm not. I'll be honest. I wanted to participate in the documentary until I realized, no, I don't want to participate.
That's why we met with her. That's why we did a thing with her.
I don't care if Becca makes a documentary. What I care about if Becca makes a documentary that's not truthful.
Right.
That's what I care about. That's why I got upset about the whole David and Kim Blanchard thing, because they were being disingenuous. They knew, and Kim's like sitting there. Oh, get the fuck out of here! Right? Becca's asking her, "Do you feel different now that you know everything?" Bullshit.
Yeah, we feel like we've been duped. Do you really? Because you said you were. I can't with the David thing. I cannot with David Blanchard.
Well, we're going to talk about David Blanchard here in a minute.
Get me started on David Blanchard.
And if you haven't, guys, please do me a favor.
Or is it Charles?
Charles, David, yeah, we don't know. Duncan, is it Duncan? I think it was early Duncan.
Dunkin' Donuts.
You know, it's really interesting that they all have alter egos that are bad people. Just Gypsy's got a bad side. David's got a bad side. Dan's got a bad side. Nick's got a bad side. Nick's little girlfriends had bad sides. You know, it's really interesting that they all have these bad sides, you know?
And they named them.
Do I have any new information that do you have any new information that you're working on? Yes. And I'm going to do a shameless plug. We don't put a lot of content over here anymore for various reasons.
It is going to be some David content, Mrs. Loco.
That's what I was just going to say.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
We don't put a lot of content over here anymore for good reason. Okay. Because it'd be crazy here. A lot of our, especially about the case and everything, our information is on YouTube. And we have a wonderful series. It does not have my face. It has visuals for you. And thank you, Boston Babe. And it just, oh, hey, Prison Princess. It just is visuals and me explaining to you piece by piece evidence piece by piece. And it's a great series. It's called The Vault. And I know you guys are all caught up in watching the drama. And okay, so am I. So is Mac. You know, we're kind of hanging out there going, what the fuck are we watching here? You know, but this series is important. And I'd really appreciate if you guys just go over there and watch it and give it a like, make a comment, and let's have a conversation about it. Yeah. I'm really bad about answering the comments. I'm always really good about making sure that I like your comment and everything, but I'm going to try and engage with you guys more over there. If you're commenting, you know, and asking questions and things, Mac and I will be in the comments, and we're going to be engaging more with you guys. Okay. Yeah. So we're really excited, and you really need to go watch the series. It even explains to you why I did a deep dive into the family tree. If you go watch it, you'll understand. Good Wives Network. Yes, it's on my YouTube, Good Wives Network. The Good Wives Net. That's what it is, the Good Wives Net. Oh, net. But if you just type in Good Wives Network, it'll come up. And it's in our link. It's in our bio link. If you click on the link tree up there, it takes you to all the links for everything we have. So it's in a playlist called The Vault. Okay. You guys need to watch it. Right now we're breaking down. We've got 26 episodes so far of it. Mm-hmm. We have a couple other things too. We have like a little debate series that we have going on. We've got like a little deposition room over there. But The Vault is really the star of the show. The family tree that goes straight up, no branches. I love you, Sue.
That family tree is something else.
You know, and push it out, please, guys. Like, people need to see this, because this is a no nonsense, no snarkiness, no fancy getting angry, fancy getting hyped up. No, it's very a calm, peaceful, very, very informative, a series that walks you through it. And right now we're covering David things,
and then the other things that we're working on too.
Yeah. And we do have some new information coming forward. I did put some things out. Did we want to address the other thing you wanted to address before we get into David Blanchard? Because I'd really kind of just like to get it out of the way.
You mean, are we talking about crazy creators?
We are talking about crazy creators.
Oh, are we talking about Casey?
We are talking about Casey.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Kissy, hey girl.
Hey, Miss Louise. Okay, I don't know what's happening, dude. I don't know if he is seriously cracked out. I don't know. It feels like maybe he is, because hey, Abs, because he's really hey girl, he's really I don't know. He's taking things way too far, dude. He's he goes on these tangents, and I don't know. I don't know.
I'm being accused of working with the Blanchards.
Yeah.
Because I won't justify his crazy ideas of why the baby's not real. Why would you do that? Yeah, why would I do that? Exactly. My daughter just said, why would you do that? Right?
And I'm like, I can testify, dude. I mean, seriously, what? I don't even understand. Yes, Amy, I don't even understand why he would say that. Like, for real. He's like, oh, and because you don't agree with what his 3 things are.
Well, it's a little, here, I'll tell the story. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I started seeing this big 3 pop up all over the place. And I was like, what is this? Who's orchestrating this? Okay. And you know, I'm like, I get it. Cool. But why the fuck are these 3 things the 3 things? It was Gypsy and Ken are in a lavender relationship. Aurora isn't real. And that
both of them are gay.
Okay, great.
I'm just
right. No, yes. And then okay, so let me she threw me off my game.
I know she did.
Damn it, Abby.
Abs. Okay.
So number 1 is that Ken and Gypsy were in a lavender relationship. Number 2 was the AI baby. Okay, that there's no baby. And number 3 was what happened on June 14th, 2015. And I 100% agree with number 3. Okay, number 3 is a big deal. What did happen? What happened on June 14th? Because that's what we're going over on in our series on David Blanchard, which I think is really interesting that he started talking about June 14th, because that's what we started talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, and I was really irritated. I'm telling you, I've had many conversations with Mac about this big three. Not because it's a movement, not because it's gaining traction, but because it was upsetting me. Because the first two,
but it's not what ours is. And I kept saying to fans, you know what?
right.
But because he's, he's pushing this stuff out there, and it's just, I don't know what he's doing, dude. I really just don't. I don't know what his
in my
goal is.
opinion, the first two don't matter. And he said, I said that with my whole chest. I did say it with my whole chest. Those two don't matter. Who gives a shit if they're in a lavender relationship? So what? Lots of people are. Who cares? Who cares?
And
really,
the way
honestly.
the way people are feeling, it would be better that she didn't have a baby. So okay,
exactly. So who cares if there's an AI baby or not an AI baby? Who cares?
The way people feel, right? It's worse if she would have one. Come on now, it doesn't. You don't make sense.
No, and none of that mattered to the case, and that's my thing. And I'm like, you guys are keeping her relevant for those people that say, "Oh, we want to get her off the internet." Then stop talking about what she's doing Tuesday. Okay?
Right.
Because stop talking about her hair. Stop talking about all this stupid shit.
Where she's donating
because it's
her
just stupid shit, and she's just a stupid shit. Okay? Like, seriously. Like, it's just, it's ridiculous. It's pointless. And it doesn't change anything.
No, it's not.
And the world doesn't need to know about it. Honestly. No. Okay? Her doing that is not the issue we have. That's just a regular person doing whatever the hell she's doing. We don't like it. Okay, well, whatever. Too bad. Who cares? We don't like the things a lot of people do. You know, it makes no difference in this case and getting the truth out there. And that was supposed to be the mission for everybody. So I kind of started making comments about it and being like, this is not the big three. I'm really kind of upset about this.
It started with the Pitocin, didn't it?
No, this was before that. I had commented on the big three stuff. Right.
My bad.
Okay. And so then he made this entire thing about how Pitocin works. And he was completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He gave the whole scenario. She's 36 weeks, and she's 5 centimeters dilated, and no doctor is giving Pitocin. Are you fucking kidding me?
I had it at 4.
Okay, now 19 other women, let me tell you, 19 other people, and I'm not 19, but that's the number I'm pulling, okay? Lots of other women have told him, hey, you're wrong about this. But I told him he was wrong about it. And not all he did was, that's not exactly true because it happened to me.
Story.
And I told my story of what happened with my first daughter. I agree with you, Nikki. We'll talk about a Melinda Loveless in a minute. I do want to address that.
Yeah, we're bringing that. Yeah, we are going to
bring that up in a little bit. Mac's trying to keep me on track about it. But anyway, okay, this is exactly what happened with me. I was 36 weeks pregnant. I'd had a hard pregnancy. There was a lot of complications that they were worried about. I wasn't stretching. They couldn't stop it. They tried to stop it. They couldn't stop it. And they gave me the Pitocin because I had been in agony for hours, contracting, and nothing was happening.
Right.
They had to break my water. Then they gave me the Pitocin. That is how it happened at 36 weeks. Guess what? Can I tell you something else? With my second daughter, it happened again at 34 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
It helps dilate your cervix. Because I went from 4 to 10 in like 2.5 hours.
Yep. That's exactly what happened for me too. Yeah. And that's the thing.
I went quick. It worked quick on me.
The way that he's doing it, I'm like, dude, you're wrong. Okay. I wasn't disputing baby, no baby. I was simply disputing what you're saying about Pitocin is incorrect.
But I don't think we're debating a sober person, period.
No. So
I really don't. And I'm not, I'm no, I ain't shaming them. I'm just saying you can't make sense out of nonsensical shit. You just can't.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. If you guys know anything about me, and this happened with the Audrey situation as well. Okay. Same scenario, almost identical scenario.
Took your comment.
I am a person who if I know something is absolutely 100% incorrect, I can't just let it sit there. I don't, it's a thing. Okay. I am really big on making sure that what the truth is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I don't want the extra shit. And anytime that somebody's saying something like that, and it's complicating it, I'll go in and be like, well, actually, that but this, right? Okay, but that's just me. I'm just that person. I do it to my husband all the time. And I'm sorry if that offends you. Well, okay,
you've done it to me.
But all I did was try to tell him that's not how Pitocin works. This is the exact scenario you described happened to me with my child. So that does not prove or disprove whether there's a baby or not. And he took that as me stating, well, Fancy believes there's a baby and she's an idiot and blah, 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 blah. And she's working for the Blanchards. And I'm like, what the fuck are you? All I said was that's not how Pitocin works.
Dude.
Like,
and I'm
seriously
trying to calmly tell him, dude, you're taking this too far. Like, for real. You're making a bigger deal. I'm like, why are you making such a big deal out of this? Like, for real. I don't understand.
And
then he just started coming at you, and then of course, so Fancy started making her comments, and it just now
here's the deal.
She's working for the Blanchards again,
yeah,
and possibly our Ash Blonde 6.
Yeah, I'm Ash Blonde 6.
It got pathetic. It got pathetic.
It's really weird. It's all very strange,
and it irritates me because I thought he was semi cool. I could tolerate him. You know, what I mean? He spewed a lot of crap.
Last week I was a harbinger for freaking God. I sent by God to do this, and now today I'm working for the Blanchards because I told him how Pitocin works.
And his top 3 aren't our top 3.
It's not my top 3.
We must be, yeah.
So here's the deal.
Little does he know we're lizard people.
Let's talk about arugula. All right. Here is my situation with this.
Exactly, Krista.
I think it's really interesting that I've talked about this on panels, but I have not made a statement. I don't think I've made even one video about her before I made the video at Mia's engagement of what was going on with that video. And when I saw the rewind, I saw it and I'm like, shit, that's really an AI baby. Mm-hmm. Right there. That to me, I was like, oh fuck, I saw it. Like that, because they're always like, oh, it's an AI baby. And I'm like,
The only way I can see it is, like I said, I watched the debunking videos for like the paranormal stuff, which is really cool to watch. But I watched this one dude named Mr. Gray, and he shows you right where the mask is. He'll show you like how to look for it, where to find it, and that's exactly. You showed it to me, and I was like, wow, yeah, you can totally see that. And I don't understand why, but it definitely is there. It's there.
Yeah, it was weird. It was the first time I was like,
they pay like crap, Mrs. Loco.
All right. I'm going to explain to you. Do I believe that a baby was born from Gypsy and Ken? No, I don't. Okay? I don't. And I could be totally wrong. But I don't believe that. Do you believe it, Mac?
I don't know. I don't know at this point. I really don't. I'm on the fence. There's so much evidence showing no, and yet I know there is a child of some sort.
There's a child.
I know that there's a child.
Yep,
Whether she gave it, I do not know. I don't know.
Kimberly Ryan, I think you're right, to be honest with you. Allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment educational purposes only, but I don't think it's just Mike Stanfield. I think there's another lawyer involved who happens to be family.
But I feel like then why was she trying to hide her stomach when she went to court?
I don't know. That's a thing. It's always a distraction. It's always an illusion with
that's why I get unsure.
This is my position.
Like things are done purposely. I don't know though. You know what I mean? Like, just to fuck with you. You know what I mean?
This is my position. Okay. There are people that do this with reborn baby dolls. There was a case that just happened. She did the whole pregnancy. She had the reborn doll. She took pictures of the reborn doll. She took the reborn doll over to the house. All the shit. And then they found out it was a fucking doll. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, there was a show about that, dude. It was creepy.
Okay. Crazy. Foo. It happens. Mm-hmm. And I've seen a woman with this with reborn dolls that scares the ever living fuck out of me. She gets up every morning. She's got like 5 dolls. She gets up every fucking morning. She makes them real food breakfast. It's fucking weird. Okay. It's super fucking creepy weird. I believe that they have a place, I understand, for women who have lost a child or anything. Maybe it helps cope with that, the whole thing. But there is a whole other level of creepy that it can be taken to.
Yes, and why would Ryan get the DNA test? For the show? I mean, I don't understand.
Yes, and she speaks for the doll too. You're right, Sparkle Farts. Yep, she does. She does. Sparkle Farts. I like that.
I love Sparkle Farts, man. As soon as we got on, I saw that. I was like, I love that name. Because that's me. I always fart sparkles, don't you know?
And I get it. I understand. But it's there's a level of creepy, and there's, just okay. It's just that there is.
Yeah.
And so is it in the realm of possibility? Yes. Do I believe that Gypsy and then would have pulled it off with Lifetime? Yes. Okay. Yes. Here's the thing. No matter what we think about baby arugula, I like calling her arugula today. Mimi started that a while back, and I was like, oh my God, but now I think it's really funny. And so I say, now I've been saying it today, baby arugula. Baby arugula. Here's the deal. There is a child. There is a living, breathing human child that is involved. And if that breathing, living human child is involved for 1 minute of one day at any point in time, the child is in danger. Okay? I believe the child is in danger. And it's not just, oh, thank you, sweetheart. It's not just in danger because of Gypsy. It is in danger because of all the other people around it too. Okay? These people are not well. They are not well.
No, I mean
So you have to operate. Look, we can joke about it. We can theorize about it. We can talk about it till the day is long. It doesn't matter. It affects our lives absolutely. It has nothing to do with getting the truth out about the schmurder. The only reason it matters is if there's an actual baby. If there is no
really
baby,
a damn thing you
it
can do
matters
about it.
none.
Right.
Okay?
Really
If there
nothing you
is
can
no
do about
baby,
it.
it literally matters not at all. It's just another lie she told. Whoop-de-fuck, tap, tap, and do.
Right.
Right? Okay? It's a pretty good one. It's pretty big. Lifetime probably participated in it,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
Lifetime
it's true, but,
participated in her other lie.
He's arguing this to what end? Like, what is his outcome?
Right. And why is
What
this
does
a
he
big
want
three?
it to be? What does he want it to be? You know what I mean? Like, does he want, Gypsy and Ken to just stop and be like, okay, you know what? All right. There is no baby. Can we move on now? Then what?
Like what are you what are
Then what's he going to talk about?
So but again, I'm going to say it one more time. There is a baby involved somewhere, and it is in danger. Period. And if you don't operate underneath that actual assumption, you are part of the problem. And you're only here for drama.
Yeah.
The end.
Because you have to assume, like I said, if I think the dude next door is, eating hitting whatever I can say, the crap out of his wife, right?
Right.
Or vice versa. I'm just saying, if I think there's some kind of what going on over there,
abuse,
and I don't call about it, and something bad happens, then what?
We're almost 8,000 guys. Let's get up
about
to 10.
it. Like, say they're just arguing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's better to call. It's better to look at something and be wrong about it than not look at it and be right.
Right.
And have it be right.
Thank you, Kimberly. Oh, okay. Kimberly is in here. And I had the pleasure of speaking. I think you're the right one. I think that's the right one right there. I had the pleasure of speaking with her, and this brings us to the Melinda Loveless portion. Yes. Okay. Yes, you
Loveless.
are.
Melinda Loveless.
We're not having anybody. Okay, so Kimberly brought to my attention something that I had forgotten about the Melinda
that you
Loveless.
talked to, right?
Yes. Kim,
Okay.
would you like to come up? If you want to come up, you can come up for this portion to kind of explain this part. If not, I'll just explain it for you.
Yeah.
I just don't want to share your story. Do you not want me to say how you know this. I mean, I
She
don't
said,
know.
I guess.
Okay, you're coming. You're coming. There we are.
Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, girly girl. Are you there?
Melinda, can you hear me?
No, you sound like you're really far away.
Sorry, turn my Bluetooth off. 1 second. Sorry, guys.
Oops. What's she doing?
I think she's fixing something.
Oh, okay. She brought to my attention something the other day about this comment. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I had to turn my Bluetooth off. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I did make a post about it, so I had a lot of backlash from it.
Okay.
I guess people like saying that I'm excusing what she did. I'm never once have I ever excused what she did.
Correct.
Both her and Gypsy committed disgusting acts of violence. So,
Right.
I mean, so no, it's not. But you can go ahead, and then if you have any questions, I'll say whatever.
Is it okay for me to share how you know her?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So you served a certain amount of time with her, right? I can't remember how long you said, but you served a certain amount of time in the same prison that she was in at the same time, right?
14 years I did.
14 years. Okay. I mean, so you spent a lot of time. You spent a lot of time knowing about her, not whether or not you knew her directly or not. You knew of her.
Yeah, the first time though, the first time I was not on the same dorm with her. I could only see her when I went to chow hall. But then when I went back to finish my time for my parole violation and stuff, that is when I actually shared a dorm with her before she went to the dog program.
Okay. And to go to the dog program, if you guys don't know, this is what Nicholas is doing. You have to go through a lot of stuff to be approved for that thing. And you have to show that you are, you're mentally stable, you're this, you're that, all the things, right? Am I correct, Kim? Is that how I understand it? It's not a program that you just get into. It's an honor to be able to do it.
No, it is an honor. So, I mean, like when she first went to prison, you got to consider she was very young still. Mm-hmm. And she was very, very uncorrigible. She was very bad at first.
Yeah.
But when she got to the dog program, there was a time where she actually did speak to Sheena's mother. So that's what I think a lot of people are confused about. Sheena's mom, of course, was very upset, especially on the Dr. Phil show. But there was a time where she did actually speak to Melinda, and Melinda did train a dog for someone that Sheena's mother knew.
Okay, so and if you guys don't know who Melinda Loveless is, Melinda Loveless was convicted at 16 years old with three other girls that tortured and unalived a 12-year-old friend of theirs named Shanda Scherer.
I remember that.
It's a horrific case.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe the anger and the rage that teenage girls can have. It's scary.
Oh,
because they don't understand those feelings. And they overtake them because they don't have control of anything.
Well, if you don't have a good support system at home, it makes it worse.
Yeah, and that's where she was essayed by her father, starting from a young age, like around the age of 3. And her father was convicted and sent to prison. He's no longer alive now, but he was convicted of it, actually. So
wow, see, there's always something good.
That tells you something.
Usually people that are really not okay are usually really not okay for a really good reason.
Which is why I was so upset. Okay, so I made my post because I was like, this is where we draw the line. This is why she can't be an influencer. This is the big thing. Because Melinda allegedly commented on her post talking about rocking the pixie cut. And be yourself, and I get dragged, and blah, 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 all this stuff, right? And basically telling Gypsy that one moment in her life doesn't fucking define who she is, okay? Yeah. Whatever. That was the gist of the comment. Gypsy commented back, and blah, 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 blah. And I made my post. And I left the video up because I still stand by the whole premise of the unalivers and violent criminals being able to link up on freaking internet and be influential is a bad fucking thing. Okay? It'd be just as bad if Casey Anthony came on here and hooked up. But Kim shared with me something that I had forgotten about the case. Now, Colleen and I covered this case. I think it was Colleen and I. I don't think it was me and Colleen and Christina. I think we covered it on our YouTube back in the day. It's just horrific. And I do not excuse anything that Melinda did. Okay. I honestly think they all should have been in prison for life. That's just my opinion, even though they were 16. You know, what
was
they
pretty
did
brutal,
warranted that to me.
It was pretty
Okay.
brutal, yeah.
It was pretty brutal.
And
But what you
hold on,
said to me that made me think about how I don't believe this is Melinda. And I further don't believe it is Melinda because the username is Melinda Dawn Loveless. And that's like so in your fucking face, okay? That's
Right.
like, I'm just out here and I'm going to put my middle name in there and the whole thing,
last
right?
name, right?
Yeah, my whole government name. And I'm going to say
My
this.
social security number is.
which isn't even her government name anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
She legally
That's what
changed
you
it
reminded me of. Melinda
Okay, so
got
she
out.
legally changed it. Gotcha.
upon her release.
Melinda
yes.
got out, and Melinda got out. Melinda moved out of Indiana. She changed her name. She changed her name.
Mhm.
Someone that changes their name because of the past that they had and then goes on to try in some way to be a productive member of society
Move
is
forward.
not
Yeah.
going to come out here under their full government name commenting to Gypsy Rose frickin' Blanchard. Not
Yeah,
gonna
and she
happen.
hasn't
She
even-
changed
she
her
hasn't-
name. She changed her fucking name.
And she hasn't monetized off of her crime one time since she's been released. That means no interviews, no news interviews, no Dr. Phil, no new
Right.
books, no
Right.
nothing.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like I said, I think it's a publicity stunt. I mean, who knows? It could have been Gypsy herself. Who knows?
Right.
Could have been one of the minions. Who knows? So seriously, it makes sense to me. I'm going to leave the video up because I still believe that the premise of why I was upset is a big deal. And it
Yeah.
does illustrate what the problem is.
Mhm.
And even if it's not Melinda, and I don't believe it is, but let's say it's not Melinda. Okay, let's go with that. That's even more scary because now there is somebody pretending to be a brutal unaliver, wanting to get attention from another brutal unaliver. Do we not see how this is a problem?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're right the first time. I think it's probably her.
Yeah, because you have to think about something. I tried to go back and see the message, but it's been taken down or the whole account's gone or
I
something
have the
like that.
screenshot.
But I do remember her saying something about rocking the pixie,
Mhm.
and then the next
Yep.
day when Gypsy is washing that chopped up wig, she goes, "I'm rocking my pixie now."
Pixie. Mm-hmm.
The same
Mhm.
word.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah.
that brings attention to her, and we all know that she rage baits herself. We all know she doesn't
Yep.
care. She rage baits her mother.
She sure as shit learned a lot from Natalie Reynolds.
Yeah, I mean, so who would think that she wouldn't do that? Because it brings attention. Look how many people commented on it, and how many people made
Yep.
videos, and how much more attention that brought to her, and put her back on the FIP.
Yep.
I mean, that's what she likes.
She knows what she's doing.
I
She
mean, I'm not
doesn't-
saying nothing bad about Sheena, but Sheena's also a convicted murderer.
Right.
I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Isn't she?
We're not sure.
Well, I kind of looked
and
her
she-
up.
No. And Sheena doesn't help with what she
No,
says.
because she jokes, so I never know.
So
Yeah,
we're not
well, I did
sure
look-
whether
I
she's
did
a
look the
trolling-
case up.
trolling
I don't
or
know.
not,
I don't
which
know if
again
she's really
is concerning to me.
I don't know if she's really a cannibal. I don't know. She
What?
stop messing with my mind like
says
this.
the
I
weirdest
can't.
Does she have
Okay, she
two rooms?
says the most outlandish stuff, so I'm never
Just
quite
text
sure
me
whether
up, I'm
she's
sorry,
trolling
it
and
does make
making
me
a joke that's inappropriate still.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
you never know. You never
Yeah,
know.
you
just
whether
never
it's
know
real
what
or not.
so.
That's definitely true.
But you're
Um,
right. The people that she surrounds herself are not.
I mean, she jokes about it.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
I mean, like, I just don't. So, I mean, like, I did get a lot of backlash on mine because people were trying to say that I'm excusing what she did. And
I saw
absolutely-
that, and I didn't comment because I just didn't want to like add fuel to the fire, like, but I understood where you were coming from. I understood what you were trying to say. The difference is that yes, Melinda committed a horrific act. She was 16 years old when she did so. She was old enough to know better, but she was not old enough to control emotions that run wild like that. And she made horrible choices.
And that's what I tried to
She
explain
didn't own up
too.
to those horrible choices for quite a long time.
Right.
And then when she finally did, she decided to get help, change her life, and she came out. And have we heard one word from Melinda
Nothing.
Loveless?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
And people are confused about the time. So, like I told you last night, Fancy, Indiana, at the time of Melinda's sentencing, was a 2-for-1 state. A Class A murder charge in the state of Indiana, maximum at 1994, was 60 years. Half of that would have been 30. She did get time cuts, which would have gave her 28 years, and Lori Tackett actually got out, because they got the longest times. Lori got out in January of 2019. So that's how long it carried. And she was tried as an adult. So, I mean, it was 60 years. I mean, that's what it carried. You know, she did try to get out early and they absolutely denied that.
Yeah.
But now we're not a 2-for-1 state no more. So she would have done it now. She would have been there for the whole 60.
Yeah, it just depends. And some places a life sentence is only 20 years. 25
Yeah,
years.
Ohio.
Yeah, it varies from state to state, so it just depends. And she did her time. I mean, she did do her time. She obviously has learned her lesson. If she's a productive member of society, good for her. Okay? Do I think she should be out here? No. I think the people that murder people shouldn't get to be in society. I just think that should just be a rule. Sorry,
No.
you murdered someone. Goodbye.
No.
Not goodbye. You have to go off this earth. I do believe in capital punishment, but my opinions on capital punishment has changed so much over the years.
Right.
When I started this, I was a very staunch capital punishment full-on supporter. Full on. I mean, burn them all is what I said in court one time to get out of jury duty. I was asked, how do you feel about capital punishment? And that's what I said.
I do want to say this real quick when you're done, though. Someone did say something to me and said that she's going under the name of Lindsay Maddox. That is absolutely not true. I did look up that girl. That girl is definitely not Melinda. That girl is married to a man and has children. Melinda's 50-something years old. She has no children, never been pregnant, and she definitely is not with a man.
Mm-hmm.
So if people are confused that she's going by Lindsay Maddox, that's not true. That's not her.
And if that's what she's doing, I don't care what her name is, as long as she's not out here causing mayhem. Well, then she did her time. She's learned her lesson, and she's not being horrible in society. Then I guess the system worked for once.
But that's what you were saying. I do feel like the death penalty is made for certain people, and like the case I was watching over the last month and a half, the Tanner Horner case with the little girl, the FedEx guy. If there isn't a reason for him to get, you know what I mean? They came back so quick. They came back in like, I don't know, what was it, an hour and a half, 2 hours or something? Yeah. He's done for. And in cases like that, I thought she meant, no, what Tanner said, because he said he accidentally hit her and that's why he took her and put her in his truck. But no,
hey Kim,
her.
I'm done. I'm gonna drop down.
If you want to hang out, you're welcome to. But if you want to drop down, I can drop you out. So
go ahead and drop me down. I'll just
you're
stay
welcome,
in the comments.
Okay, thanks, sweetheart.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for coming up, Kim.
Yeah, thank you, Kim.
But
and
anyway,
or
like say like a Brian Koberger, you know what I'm saying? And I know there's still pro burgers out there and whatever. I don't know. I was one until he confessed. I can't go against what he's saying. I mean, he confessed to it. What are you gonna do? It was a punch in the gut because I was really thinking he was set up, but no. When you got the facts in your face, you just have to like look at it. You know what I'm saying? You have to. And I had to. As much as I didn't want to, I had to. So
where I am now, I started, like I said, Fry Mall. Okay. That was where I was at. Really.
Exactly. Truly. Dirty grandma.
I believed if you took life, then your life should, the whole thing. Okay. I didn't think that they should live on the system for years. I don't think they should get all the damn appeals that they get. That was where I was at. Okay? For seriousness. Right. And then I started understanding more about the true crime justice system. And I understood, a case was brought to me by Brandy, actually, Rodney Reed. And it's a Texas case because Texas is big on death penalty. Mm-hmm. And I started looking at certain things, and I'm on the fence about Darlie Routier, who's also another death penalty case in Texas. And I'm actually friends with her sister. My opinion has changed on certain things. I think that we should absolutely 100% offer the death penalty for people who hurt children. Okay? Because a dead PDO can't reoffend. All right.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Okay.
saying. And they're really, it's
But
very hard to rehabilitate. Just saying.
yes, but
Just saying.
if there is a doubt in any way, shape, or form, I mean any, not reasonable, I mean any, then how do we justify putting a person to death?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because I mean, when it comes to a 3PDO,
yeah,
let's face it, they take that child's soul. They take that child's.
I
They will
I
never be the
believe
same person again. You are killing a part of that child by doing that
that's
to
what I was
them.
going to say.
All right, and so therefore, I mean, seriously, it's been there, done that, right?
It's not just taking their innocence. You're right, Kimberly, they do. But it's essentially, in my opinion, allegedly for entertainment and educational purposes only, it's a crime worse than
Murder. I think so too.
because what it does is it kills the person inside. That person in that moment, that day, that person is forever changed.
And you have a
They will never
lifetime
be the
of
same. They are not that person anymore. That
Nope.
person that they were in that moment died.
and you have a lifetime of abusive relationships,
Yep.
horrible choices,
And they are walking around hollow.
addiction, of all kinds, things that you thought you would never do, you do. You have to have this extreme therapy, like
Hey,
some
Jay
people
Vincent.
on a daily. I mean, it's
Right.
serious shit, man, and
Yeah.
it affects so many people. It
So
affects so many people because you will never be the same. You will never be the same or who you were ever supposed to be. And if you are, you got to fight really, really, really hard to be that person. Because, man, it's no joke, man. I do agree with you on that 100%. My cousin was working. He lives down by Dayton. He was working at I don't remember the name of it, but he would go in and counsel like the offenders, SA guys, right? And he told me, I remember him telling me, most of them will not be rehabilitated. It's just not possible.
it's not
just
possible. It's not possible. You can't pray it away. Okay,
No.
just like you can't pray away the gay, you can't pray away
Mm-mm.
this either. It's something that is inside of them.
Right. Right.
They don't a lot of them don't even understand it themselves. Okay?
Yes, Dayton, Ohio.
It's the worst thing you can do to a child.
I used to live in Middletown. I'm so sorry. I saw somebody, but go ahead, Vance.
An abusive situation with a child that isn't sexual in nature is bad enough. But they can overcome. Okay? They can overcome. A lot of I did. But I didn't overcome that. Does that make sense?
Yay.
I didn't overcome that.
Right.
And children don't overcome that.
No, you never do. You never do. You never do. And you will. Let me tell you, like I said, I am 55, right? And I still, to this day, have to work every single day on me or different things or different triggers or whatever. I don't see myself relapsing. I really don't. But I mean, I've got to be aware of everything. And like I said, it's the only thing I've ever done where I work on myself every single day. And my life is basically rigorous honesty. That's why I'm saying you can't honestly get more honest than I am. I mean, I'm just saying. And I'm a horrible liar, so there's that. You know when I'm lying. But my point is,
someone's
it's
something
that you have to work on.
Yeah.
You have to work on it every day. Like I've done open chair therapy. I've done journaling. I've done, group therapy, inpatient, outpatient. I mean, it's a lot, but you have to make sure that you're worth it. You have to understand that you are worth it and that you are worthy of respect. And you have to tell yourself those affirmations because of all those negative things, right?
You've just been saying that to me for 2 days.
Yeah. Yes, I have been. I've been telling you that.
And it is something I struggle with. My kids struggle with it.
I know you do.
Their problems.
I know.
every child I've ever known that has been through this, that's what they struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much that is that changes in the child when this happens.
There does.
You, like I said, that child that was there that day did no longer it ceases to exist.
Mm-hmm.
You forever changed that child's life. But when you unalive somebody, guess what? They're dead. They're dead.
Right.
They don't feel anymore. And if you believe that they go on to a better place, then you believe they go on to a better place. Or if they were a horrible person, then they go to
then you have those situations where you have the child who can't tell what's going on, or you have the child who does tell and they're not believed, or that it's overlooked, or what have you. Or, hey, mom, your boyfriend's doing this to me. Oh, don't think so. And marries the guy. You know what I mean? That makes it how much worse. That makes it how much worse. You've got situations that are like that. You know?
Right.
It's just, those kind of people really do need to life.
Or death.
Exactly,
works.
Heather. Exactly.
You know. Anyway, that took a long turn from where we were going, but
either way, though, I think it's something people can relate to. I love
the whole conversation. I really do. Which honestly brings us to the man of the hour, David fucking Blanchard.
Oh, there we go.
I know you, and I know what you are. I know what you are.
We know what you're trying to pretend to be. Yeah.
That one.
He's got some interesting things to say.
That one. I did want to say something about, before I get to David one more time. This is about Dan. I put out some new information about Dan, and I want to talk about what that actually is. Because I kind of explained it, but I was kind of off the hip, and I'm just, I want to kind of really make sure people understand what I was showing there. I put out a text message that was shared with True Chrissy from a ex-girlfriend of Dan's. Okay. And this message was between her and Nick John. And it was in 2014. It was in October of 2014. And it is associated with the video that she does where she looks really effed up in the jersey, and she's talking about how it's war. If his girlfriend did this, it's war. It's war. Okay, I put that out. I don't know if Trixie and them have put it out before, but I put it out, and I talked with True Chrissy about how to do it, because we wanted to keep the person safe. This young woman safe. Not young woman. This woman safe. Because these are bad people. Okay, they're really bad people. All of them, in my opinion, allegedly for entertainment, educational purposes only. Okay, they are all into some nasty ass shit, and we have a lot of information coming from the community that we really want to get out there, and I want you guys to see it, because it paints a very vastly different fucking picture.
Yeah, it does.
Than what you all have been told. Do you understand what I just told you? This is Dan's ex-girlfriend, who at the time was in contact with Nicholas Godejohn. And she sent him the photos that Dan was receiving from Gypsy that were nude.
Oh.
And he said he broke up with her and that she is no more. Now, I understand that some people have looked through the Nicholas Facebook messages. I have not got through them all yet, but it doesn't seem to appear in his Facebook side of this. So people are questioning it. All I can say is if they weren't actual communicating all the time, and it wasn't, because this was like a hi thing, and then there was a response. There was no conversation before that. This was the original starting of this. Okay. If I don't know if you guys know how Facebook works or worked back then specifically. if you get a message from a person you don't have as a friend or you don't know or anything, it goes into this other folder and you don't even see it. They now they'll give you like a notification, but back then, no, there was no notification.
Yeah, I remember.
You just had to know to go check that every once in a fucking while. Or somebody would tell you from a group, hey, I messaged you. And then you had to go look in that folder to see if, oh God, well, there's 5 other messages from people. Well, no wonder I didn't see them.
Who knew?
You know, and you're like, Jesus. So you didn't even get notified. So she admitted that she went into Dee Dee's things at this exact same time, Dee Dee's Facebooks, and deleted messages from who? Dan's mom, before her mother saw them. She talks about this all in the little video. And then on the same day, she goes online and posts this whole thing about Hindi is ruining my life, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe you did this, you freaking bitch. And this is also the girl who she was saying that was going into Gypsy's support groups. And she had support groups back then. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Cherish. Right. Hindi. That's not Dee Dee. That is a nickname for Dan's ex-girlfriend. Okay. Right. This woman was terminal at the time. Terminal. Oh. She was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And guess who was supposed to be the beneficiary of everything?
You don't say.
Who do you think it is? Dan? Maybe? Who? Dan. Dan. Okay?
Wow.
So Dan was supposed to get everything. And he was in contact, and she shared this with Christy. She said he was in contact with her all the way up to the murder. And she could not understand why he would always respond to her. They had a thing going. Mm-hmm. And she believes that he was hoping that she was going to die, and they were going to take out Dee Dee, and they were going to live happily ever after, you know, with whatever. Okay? And then she didn't become terminal anymore.
Oh.
And she left him. Okay, after all of this.
Does she have kids with him?
No, thankfully. Okay. I don't believe she has kids with him.
Okay.
There's a story there, but I don't know if I should share that one yet. About something about a child.
But get you off track. Go ahead.
Between the two of them.
Right.
I need to talk to Chrissy before I share some of these things.
Right, right.
Because she's the one who's done all this work. And I just want to give her and Trixie a big fucking thank you.
Oh my God, the work that her and Chrissy and Trixie, forget about it.
Let me explain something to you. Somebody plunking down some money. Somebody plunking down some money for a public documents and then putting them out for everybody to see ain't shit. Okay? No. Anyone in the world can do that. Anybody that lives here can do that. Okay?
If you have the money, you know.
If you have the money. Okay?
If you have the money.
Talking to the actual people in the community and getting the truthful stories from them of what happened and what they know. Mm-hmm. Not only dangerous, but epic.
Yeah.
Those two women deserve so much thanks. And all they got was grief. And that's why Trixie's moved on. And thankfully she shared all of her information with me.
Really, very underrated. Very underrated.
So
did a lot of research, did a lot of the footwork, a lot.
I mean, insane. And for any of you that are just joining and missed whatever we're talking about, please know that we will be putting this up on YouTube as a replay. You guys can go watch everything. We've talked about a lot of shit. Okay. Yeah. But and that's up here. I also did a short video on it on here on YouTube on TikTok. And I explained it, but I think I explained it better right now. Of how it worked. But she was in contact with him. No, I don't think I don't think she is anymore. I don't know if she is. She is rebranded, and I don't know if she is Diamond. True Christy, if you're in the comments, you might be able to answer.
I think you can still find her under her Trixie Lane name, but I think she's changed her channel name.
Oh, okay.
But she's not, I don't know if she's on TikTok, but on YouTube, that's all I know on YouTube.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, this is epic. This is epic. it is direct communication from Dan's people to Nicholas.
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah.
Come on.
The more we know.
Come on.
Yeah.
And now knowing that Nicholas had all these other little girlfriends that he was with and he was doing all the same shit with all of them. Man, does that not put it into perspective? Hey, that's really funny that he did the same thing with Dawn and this girl Ariel.
Yes, girl.
But I sent them in, right? No, that's just what he does.
Right.
Because they groomed him to it.
Right.
They groomed him to it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It is.
Okay? Disgusting.
I would like to know what Dan's mom, you know what I'm saying? And the way she would bust her way into Dee Dee's house. Like, I'd want to learn more about that and what that was about.
I do too. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I do too. I do. But let's get to David because we've been talking a long time.
Okay.
Keep tapping, guys. Make sure you're sharing this. Please tap and share. And maybe type some FYPs up there because it would really help to push it out some more, guys. We're dropping some great stuff right now.
Yeah.
So get it out there. And I'm wearing my Happy Little Trees shirt today, Bob Roth.
You are.
Roth. I can never remember. Roth, I think it is. Bob Ross. Anyway.
Love me some Bob Ross.
That's an interesting story, let me tell you.
I know.
A story for another day. What people did to him. They stole his name and stole his money and stole his kids' money. It's a freaking horrible crime. It's unbelievable.
Thank you.
I'll tell you guys about it sometime. All right. So thanks, guys. Thank you for dropping the FYPs. Thanks for tapping. I appreciate you guys so much.
Thanks so much, Melissa.
So we've been covering David, Charles, DJ Duncan, Blanchard over there on the YT. And I did put out some stuff over here for you guys to see. It was a little preview. Go watch the Vault series. It's much better. Okay, it's got a lot more information. I've done I think 2 videos on him so far now, maybe 3. There's 2 vaults and then there's some randoms that I've done over here and I put over there. Yeah, I've done 2 vaults on it. No. Okay, we're gonna No, I didn't mean to invite you, sweetheart. Confirmed. I didn't mean to invite you. Sorry. I was trying to
Thank you, Heather and Nicole and Lisa. Thank you guys.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so
the vault and David.
Oh, I know where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out how I want to start this.
Oh, okay.
Where would you start? What are you start? Because
I don't know. I would like to start where I heard it. I'd like to start where I heard it, where he was sitting in the cop car. And that's what made me want to look into everything else even more. We were listening, you and I were listening to the conversation where he was sitting in the car with the cop. Sure. The night that they said the house was cleared. Mm-hmm. And it just, the whole thing, we're just sitting there listening, we're listening to him talk, blah, blah, blah. He's droning on and on and on. And then he said, it's been a long time since I had to clear a house. And I was like, hold the phone. What did he just say? Why would he be clearing the house, dude? Why is he clearing it, right? He's a civilian. What the freaking hell is he talking about? And so then we went back and started looking at all the supplemental reports. And all the different stories that were being told about how he got in, how he left, who came in, how many people came in, what they touched, what they saw, what they didn't see, what the cops did, what they didn't do. It blew our minds. It blew our minds. And the fact that nobody was talking about it, that blew my mind too. And that was another reason with Scoops. That was another reason I kind of hesitated. That's when I started, was when I asked her, I said, hey, because she said if people want to message Mitch, they can message Mitch and ask him questions and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I just said to her, I'm like, hey, since you interviewed David and Kim, I'm like, did you happen to mention like why he told 3 different stories that night about what happened, when he went into the house and blah, 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 blah. I would love to know that, because that's my biggest, I should say, that's my biggest hang up with him, right? And I get nothing. I got nothing. No answer at all on that. Just totally. And I don't understand why nobody thinks that's important, because I think it is. I think it is. I thought it was so much that I had called a police station and asked hypotheticals, dude. And they were just like, no, there is no circumstance where we are going to stand outside and let a civilian go in and clear.
We're gonna put that out. We
And clear
recorded
a
that
house.
call. We're going to put that out, and so that you guys can hear the response that this officer has.
Oh my God, it was crazy, because he kept asking me, he goes, is there something you need to tell me? And I'm like, no, I promise you, this is all
This is all from 20 years ago. It's okay. It's just something I'm doing. It's just something
I'm like,
doing.
what if you saw a message like, I kill, I said it, and then you looked at me and you were like, no, and I was like, okay, wait.
It was good, but he was shocked.
He was.
I have
He was
friends
shocked.
that are former detectives, former police officers, and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't go like it doesn't happen like that." And I'm like, but it did, allegedly did. And you know what was driving me crazy, and this is kind of where I really want to go. I remember when the case book came out, the second one came out, and I got it from Myra. And thank you, Myra. You did a lot of work. I agree with you. She did a lot of work too. She didn't just release shit and just put it out there. She did a lot of work of up on panels trying to explain things and let people know. And I think she did a lot of work.
Right.
Her and Barb. Oh God, I can't thank you enough, Barb.
I know, Barb
straight out of context.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I don't care what you think about any of these people personally, but there are people who did a lot of work in this.
And there's people who did it because they did it for the right reasons, and the people we're talking about are those people.
Okay. And so I just got to thank those people, because I think what they've done is amazing, and it was very helpful. And the FOIA for me, like I said, and everybody thinks that I want to own this case and I don't want anybody to, but everything that I know, and that besides just the personal stuff, the conversations, everything that I'd had with them personally, and the information that I was given by them, I know what I know because of the Facebook groups. We, as a collective, did insane amounts of work on this case when we had nada. I mean, nothing. All we had was some HBO bullshit and some stuff. Some stuff. Like, we had half of every story. Not even that. Maybe a quarter of every story. Like, seriously. Like, and only the stories that were like, the big stories. I do too, Destiny. I miss the Facebook groups. I do. We did amazing work, and even when we hated each other, we still were respectful. Okay, like we were still good.
Somebody was talking about that back when you were with Ryan. They said, I was like, wow, that's what you're gonna say? Like, I'm chopped freaking liver over here, dude. We've done some good stuff. Are you serious? Anyway,
but trying to get together with all of this was hard for me, because, like I said, we had so many pieces, and I knew what I knew. I just knew what I knew. But I couldn't prove it.
Not until the FOIAs. Not until the
FOIAs came out. FOIAs came out, and I was like, holy shit, I have everything I need.
Yeah.
This is everything. I was like, oh my God. And then it just kept coming and coming and coming. And I was like, oh my God.
It's
overwhelming.
You guys have no idea the info that has come through.
So my brain is filled with all kinds of shit from this over 10 years. Okay. And it just thinks about nonsense, just shit all the time about it. And one of the things was, I remember things that I've seen that I know were in the Facebook groups and I can't find out anymore. You know, like it's fucking annoying. And I knew I had seen somewhere that the police pulled up and the 3 neighbors were inside the mofo house. Already inside. Okay. And I knew it because I did a lot of research on this part because I interviewed Kay Hughes, one of the deputies, the trainee that was there. Okay. Which was something interesting about her statement is she leaves out the window situation completely. If it didn't happen.
I didn't realize that until like last week.
Yeah. I don't think I ever went and like checked it, verified, because I talked to her. So I don't know, or maybe I did back then. There are so many things.
She says it in the interview.
She talks about it. But hers doesn't match any of the other ones either.
No, none of them do, right? None of them match.
There are 4 officers. 4. Okay. 3 show up and a 4th comes. Okay. There are 4 officers. They're on scene in the beginning. Okay. Then there are 2 more officers at night that allegedly go in and discover the body at 12:18 a.m. So we've got a total of 6 fucking people here, okay? Not a single one of these people has the same fucking story.
No, not one.
And then you've got the 3 neighbors. Okay, so you got Tamara Rose. Well, 4 neighbors. Tamara Rose, Amy Pinegar, 5 neighbors. Hold on. You've got Tamara Rose, Amy Pinegar. Aaliyah Woodman. See, Amy Pinegar's daughter shows up. So that's okay. So 6. All right. So far, this is who we have originally. And Aaliyah comes pretty early. So I'm going to count her in. All right. So at the house, there is Tamara Rose, and she lives next door with her daughter, I believe. And then there's Amy Pinegar, who is Aaliyah's mom, and she lives across the street. Aaliyah comes. There's Kim and David. And guess what? There's one more person. Do you know how I know there's one more person? Because this person is commenting on the Facebook page along with everybody else. Her name is Lily Strain. Do you want to know where Lily Strain is in the evidence law, in any of the supplemental reports? Nothing. Do you want to know where she is? She doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. She's standing there at the freaking thing, telling people, giving updates, and she doesn't exist in any conversation from anyone ever on the case. Do you know what they told her? They told her to go home, that the house had been cleared. And I wrote this down. Where did I? Oh no, put it all in my book. Okay, all in my notebooky thing. Mac, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear what I mean?
Yeah, I was distracted with my dog. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just tell me the last part.
Hold on.
And no one heard screaming, Cherish said.
No, that's not what I was talking about. Damn it. Hold on. No, it was about them being in, about the
All the stories were right. We're talking about that.
Gosh darn it. I just lost it. Lily Strain.
Yes, Lily Strain.
Lily Strain. Okay, so let me move my camera here and see if I can pull this up, because I want to make sure I give you the correct information as per the logs. Okay, hold on. Let me move my drink so I don't spill it on my computer.
Hi, Alicia. Big Alicia.
Oh, okay. Hey, Cooks. Or maybe that's somebody suggesting to host with Cooks. I don't care. Anyway, okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get back up here. All right. Let me scroll. Okay. Kimberly Blanchard this is on the Facebook post that you can go and verify these timestamps right now. Okay. At 3:13, the call goes out, and Kay Hughes reports that she is being dispatched to their address on Volunteer Way. Okay. Kim and David Blanchard, the post was made at 2:40 p.m. Kim and David said that they were heading over at 3:03 or 3:06. And at 3:51 p.m., Kim confirms that the police are there. Okay? By 4:23 p.m., just 32 minutes later, Lily Strain posted that the police turned her away because the house was already clear, creating a mathematically impossible timeline for an officially sanctioned breach. So if they got there and they came within 30 minutes, you're going to tell me that they had already done all of this and told her to go home in 32 minutes. And she didn't see the house being cleared. Yeah, already cleared. They didn't. Okay, it goes further, and I haven't got to this in the vault yet. So let's go. I'm going to drop you a brand new piece of information here.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys may know all this, but this is brand new information that I'm getting out here. So there's a man who works for KY3 or worked for KY3, and I'd really, if anybody, hey, Chris Nutt, if you are out there and I got questions for you, please. I'd really like to talk with you.
Yes.
No craziness. I really am impressed with what you said.
No
I'd like to know
I
more.
promise.
Okay, I
Chris
promise.
Nutt, where are you?
I would really like to know where you are. He worked for KY3. So if anybody knows him, let him know. Hey, Fancy would love to ask you some questions. Because he posted on Reddit back in the day, in 2015. Live time. On the 14th. In the middle of the afternoon. Now, we don't have the exact time. But based on the post and when it happened and what the report says, the supplemental report that talks about this says, Chris Nutt said that they were all in the house. Gurney was in the house, and nobody had been reported murdered or dead. They were only missing at this time. A cameraman.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that, Kimberly.
Thank you. That was very sweet of you.
Very sweet. So he said they're all in there, and there's a gurney out.
There's a gurney in there. In the house.
There's a gurney inside also? Okay.
Yep, there was a gurney in the house. But they were only declared missing so far. And then he was contacted, and he goes on to say, he had a lot to say. He was very upset because he didn't feel that the police were being honest with him, and they said some shit to him, and he got very angry.
Time or the second time?
What?
Because the first time they cleared the house and left, and she laid there for another 9 hours. So was he there the first time they cleared it, or when they went back the second time?
No. This is on the 14th.
Okay.
If it was on the 15th, it would have been 12 after 12:18 a.m.
I was.
Timeline. Okay. So he's there filming, and they confirmed that he was there filming. He was there filming, and he was very upset with them. He was upset with the police, and he popped off on this Reddit, and he said some shitty shit about the police, which I don't fucking care. I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, right.
Totally.
Keystone Cops over there.
And he said that there was a king cab truck that pulled up with a woman driving, and he basically called her a hoe. Okay. Trashy. And somebody a man hiding in the back. And they asked, they asked, have the bodies been found yet? Bodies been found yet? Right. And then the police tried to tell him that those people lived on the same street that Aaliyah Woodmansey's mama lives on, and that they had been cleared. There's no record of that either. Just say.
Yeah.
So the only thing that makes sense to me is honestly that they were in there. They had a key.
And I'm jumping around, but this is just something else that happened. The other cab driver who took another person there, how many days later, that looked similar to Nick, and he got out of the car and went on the property and was looking around. I mean, come on now. And these things aren't being talked about. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
There is so much.
I don't know. I don't know. No, because this would be before they found when they dropped with the guy that was in that looked like Nick, that was in the cab that took him down there, right?
The 13th into the 14th, yes.
Okay, so that was before the messages and the cops and all that. And he was out and he was looking around and on the property, looking in windows and all that. So that why? What are you doing?
Sherry Messer, that's that cab driver. Listen, we did a whole thing on Sherry Messer over on our YT. We played it, we commentated. Let me tell you, that is a bomb shell.
It is. It's yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
Right.
Like, wow. That was what started us down this road of wanting to really dive into David. Look, I've always been suspicious of David.
Oh, hell yes.
Ways, Mr. Duncan, with the access to the commercial refrigerator. Just saying,
and giving this too much information every time he freaking talks.
Right,
it's such a giveaway, dude.
Dude, your own here. Let me give you one stupid story, okay? God, I could give you so many, but I want to.
I know, me too. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, dude, which one's she gonna tell?
God, which one did I want to tell? You made me not. Now I forgot the one I was going to tell. I have the other one in my mind, and I don't want to tell that one, but I'm going to tell that one. Okay, so David, Kim, may I ask you a question, guys? Is there a reason why you told the police and the news? God damn it! Sorry.
You're okay.
The police and the news that Gypsy was 14 years old.
Yeah, that's a good question.
And then you told the police officer in the car that she was 18, 19. And then when you went to headquarters, you told them that she's 18, 19, or possibly 23.
Possibly. And that's verbatim. That's not her just. That's exactly what he said.
No, this is all true. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why they needed that age? Do you know why they told them she was 14? Everyone knew she was not 14. Even by their own math, they all, Rachel Miller, all of them, even by the lie math, okay? So if you believe that she moved in and she was 12 years old, it's been in 2008 and it's now 2015. Can you do the math on that? She's over the age of 18.
We don't do math too well.
Years old. So
right.
Even by your own dumb fuck logic, you all knew she was 19 years old. You're like, oh, I thought she was a minor. No, you fucking didn't. You can do math. Okay? Don't miss me with your bullshit.
Yep.
Okay, but do you know why they needed it to be 14? Because it has priority and the Amber Alert.
Gotcha.
To prove that she was, in fact, missing. And then what happened? Oh, this is a good one. When I found out what happened is they called it in as she was 14 years old with the birth date and everything. Then about an hour and a half after the alert went out, they called back and they had a different date. Then they called back with the date that she was 23. And they had to change the status because the Amber Alert only goes up to 16. That's it.
Gotcha.
If they're 17 or 18, even if they're minors, they're not on their Amber Alert. So 14. And 14 is even more priority, I believe. So they were they manipulated an Amber Alert so that Gypsy could be kidnapped.
Thank you for the rose. Exactly. And, that's not the only
It's a
thing, though.
supplemental
They
report. That's not my
don't,
thought. Hold on, Mac, before you go. That's a supplemental report. Go fucking read it.
yeah, for real.
Um, the police made the call in, but it was based on what Kimberly and David Blanchard had told them. That's what it is said. Just go read the file. I'll even give you a number. Go ahead, Max. Say what you were going to say. I'm sorry.
Just that there's so many other stories that he has told.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Everything from going in the window to going out the front door to not going out the front door to going back out the window to, I just, to staring at the bed.
It's not just him. All three of them that went inside that house all have changing stories. Hey, Bad
Right.
Angel. Hey, sweetheart.
And the fact that he could see, he says he can't see, then he says he can see, right? He says it was dark. He tried to turn on the light, right? But the fan, the light where the fan was on, it wasn't on, so he didn't get any light, whatever.
Yeah.
But then he says it was 3 p.m., so he had plenty of light.
Yep.
And then he says he stared at the bed, and I mean, you can clearly. I had to go in and look at the, and I hated that I had to do that, but and you can clearly tell that that's her foot, a big lump there on the bed. Like all he had to do was put his hand down on the bed.
You can see her head.
You can see her head, but I'm saying he truly, if he was standing at the end of her bed, he could have just put his hand down, and her foot would have been right there. Like, dude, seriously.
But it was a clean corner, Mac. It was a clean corner.
I am in there because I think my friend could be hurt in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to go in the room and stand there and guess whether their body is there or not. And I'm definitely not going to go out and tell the cops, okay, cleared, nothing to see here. You know what I mean? Why did you not say, hey, she could be there? I don't know. I stared and stared and stared, but I really can't tell. You know what I mean? But no, he could tell that there was one corner that was clean on that bed. And
That's
how
what
would
I
he
said.
know?
It was a clean corner. It was a clean corner, Mac.
How would he know a clean corner if the rest of the bed wasn't all fucked up, dude?
Robot, look. They didn't flush her ashes down the toilet. There was a whole urn bought for that was crowdfunded and bullshit. No, they didn't flush her ashes down the toilet. So,
but you're right.
Okay.
They didn't. A lot of them were just
because they're
mean to her.
jealous of her. It was horrible. If you read the supplemental reports, you would
Exactly, Suzette. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna read.
But I
this
definitely
missing
would have
person.
felt the bed. I mean, you can put your hands on a bed and you can feel if there's a foot there. Come the fuck on. Like I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, David. I'm not buying it.
Not buying any of it. Nope. I do, Christine. That's what I'm telling you. I think they did go in, and I think they found her in the afternoon. I have no idea why there was this cover up, but there was a clear cover up of everything that is going on. If you read the supplemental reports, you'll know that just something isn't right. Whether you believe anything I say or not, you're going to look at them and you're going to be like, well, wait a minute. You're going to look at one, you're going to be like, okay, wait, back here, didn't it say, wait.
I mean, right. It took two of us to do this. Yeah, it was both of us had to do this. Like, I'm looking at one thing, you're looking at another thing. And it was nuts.
Okay, so let me read to you guys this missing and endangered person advisory. This is in my thing. It's report number 73. I don't know which person's drive it came from. It probably came from Myra's, but it could be into the weeds. I don't know if they number them differently. That's the only reason I'm telling you this. But it's by C. Hunt, and it is the missing endangered person advisory. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to approve comments. Are you watching the comments at all, Mac?
I am.
All right. So
I don't think I'm a mod.
How are you not a mod?
I have no idea.
Hold on. No, you've got to be a mod. Right? Like, hold on. How do I make you a mod? No, you are a mod. You have to be a mod. Are you not seeing the comments come up where they don't show?
Nope.
Wow, weird. Okay, I'll have to make you a
Let me
mod.
hit refresh.
I don't know how
No,
to
I
do
can't do
mod.
anything. I can't. No, I'm not
Okay,
in mod
that's really
mode.
weird.
I'm not in
That's
mod
really
mode.
strange. That's weird. All right,
Yeah.
I'll fix that.
Sorry, I can't approve the comments. I can't see
That's
them.
okay. It's okay. That's fine. I'm watching them.
But
All
I'm
right.
looking at regular comments.
Yeah. Okay, so let me read this out. On June 14th, 2015, at about 17:27 hours, that's 5:27 p.m. And during daylight savings time, so still the same time because 12. I don't know if you know anything, but if you subtract 12 from military time, it gives you the right time. So 5:27 p.m. Okay. So I received a notification email regarding the Greene County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division response to conduct an investigation involving Claudinia and Gypsy Blanchard, who had been reported missing by neighbors. As information was coming in, there were multiple dates of birth provided by Gypsy Blanchard. The first date of birth given was July 27th, 2000. I responded to the sheriff's office and immediately began to submit paperwork for an Amber Alert. At 18:58 hours, so that's 6:58, so about an hour and a half later, on June 14th, 2025, I sent the Amber Alert paperwork to Missouri State Highway Patrol and contacted Troop F to confirm they received it. At 1900 hours, so 2 minutes later, on June 14th, 2015, I sent another email. I sent another email with an updated date of birth for Gypsy Rose Blanchard, which I had been advised was July 27th, 1995. In speaking with the Missouri State Highway Patrol, I was advised this incident did not meet the requirements for an Amber Alert. However, it was determined to place a missing endangered person advisory for both Claudinia and Gypsy Blanchard. I requested to have the advisory sent out to Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did some looking into it, and that's what we're going to put in the vault that we'll do covering this, because I looked into what the parameters were for why an Amber Alert would or wouldn't, what qualifies for that, why they would do this, and that was what I was talking about. But that's why they told them. They knew 100% she was an adult. Okay, whatever age they thought she was doesn't matter. Real relevant. They knew she was an adult. And they purposely misled the police by telling them that she was 14 years old. And they told the media she was 14 years old. So everybody would jump on this motherfucking case.
Yep.
And then from that moment on, the narrative had been controlled. That's it. The end. Period.
And then the way she acts in the interrogation, dude. Like she's a little freaking baby.
Yeah.
Well, this says this, but it's really, I don't know. I'm not sure. This says this, but my wrist says this. Well, I'm pretty sure what it says at the hospital is probably what your real freaking birth year would be.
But you know what? We didn't see that part originally.
Mm-mm.
What we saw originally was the calculated one where she explains the whole damn thing. Okay, so this says I'm 19, or this says I'm 23, but I'm really doing in 19 whatever, and it was all because of Hurricane Katrina, and he's like, so how old are you really? She goes, I'm 19.
She knows damn well she was fucking 23, dude. What the fuck is she doing, dude? I mean, I can't, That's why the best part for me was in that when he came back in and he's like, you know what? We're done. I've had it. We're done.
With the damn fish, Cherish. Oh my God, I know. Do you? Oh my God, the story about the fish. Okay, this is a good place for us to just break off and end it. Okay, hold on. Okay, somebody must have. Nope. There we go. Hold on. I'm trying to approve comment. No.
Is that like Super Sunday? I wonder.
So
That fish.
That bitch.
Ooh.
That fish has bothered everyone in this world forever. Okay?
Yes.
There have been numerous talks about that fish for 10 years. Okay? You know,
Mhm.
seriously.
Exactly, Christine.
And we all freaking hated that fish. And you're going to hate
Fish
the fish.
rodeo. Teddy brought the fish
Oh my God,
rodeo
the
up.
fish rodeo.
Oh my God. No, yeah, the fish pillow, Teddy.
No, the
Yeah,
fish pillow, but the fish rodeo is funny too. But
that
the
is so
fish
funny.
pillow, it's going to make you mad. You guys are going to boil.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't heard this story and you don't know it yet, you're going to boil in about 5 seconds.
Get ready.
Get ready. Do you want to know where the fish pillow came from, friends? The people that were the first responders that drove her to the hospital to get her little ass checked out and drove her back got it for her at the gift shop in the hospital because they felt so bad for her.
Oh my God.
And they thought that she was mentally not okay.
Oh my.
They felt bad for
Oh
her.
my. My.
You know how I know that? First responder came up on my panel back in the day on the one that you got shut down, Gyps, Mike Stanfield.
And
told the story.
I just, okay.
They told this. She came up and told the story. They thought she was innocent at that time.
Either that's true and we're still looking at this in real life, because I think some of her decisions and things that she does is very immature and very young and very teenagey type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Obsessed about the looks, the body, the image, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. When I had my babies, my focus was on my babies. That's all I know. So either she was like that back then, and she still is, or she was faking that shit, and that's right up there with faking something like cancer, dude. You don't fake being mentally disabled. That's what kind.
Robot, you're skating thin. Okay, you're skating thin. If you think that, you're probably just not educated on the case, I would assume. So maybe go back through our videos and visit our YT and do some research. Because I don't think you've got the full story there, hon. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not go there right now. Okay.
Right.
I just don't want to go all their way. No,
I really don't. Especially after dude, I mean, I literally welled up when I had to go in there and look at to check about where her foot was and whatever, and I got across a couple of the photos that are just wow, that really aren't out there. And like I welled up. I started talking to Fancy. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, this is so weird. Like I feel like I know somebody that I didn't never meet, but like I've come to care about her. It's just weird. I know her friend, and I've heard the good things about her, and I've read the emails and what other people have said about her, and I feel like we would have had a lot in common. I think a lot of people do have stuff in common with her. And the biggest thing is I think she really did love her daughter, and tried to do everything for her that she could. This is my personal opinion. I really do. I don't think she was a saint. I think she did have she was messed up in ways. Absolutely. We all are. We wouldn't be interesting if we weren't. Just saying. But I do feel like she would have been somebody I could have totally hung with, man. Like, totally hung with. Like, dude, she liked Def Leppard. She liked Night Ranger. You know? I mean, they like to go to concerts. Everything that us in the 80s would have wanted to do or did do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Robot, you made a comment and you said she created her own schmurderer. And
she kind of did. She kind of did.
Yeah. Let me. I used to say that. We all me, Colleen, Christina, that was one of our things. We said, you know, that was why we named our YouTube channel Schmurder by Design. Okay, because we do believe she designed her own
Yes, Heather.
Schmurder. But not, I don't believe the way that you're thinking on this. You know, blaming the mother all the way, unless you're talking about the spoiling her and coddling her and covering for her and lying for her to save her. Yes, I believe all of that created her own schmurderer. I absolutely do
Yeah,
believe
that right there. That
it compounded what was already there. Okay, because Gypsy is clearly not okay. Okay, not okay, not okay. And anybody that tells you she's okay now is lying because
well, they may not be. They may not
okay.
be. They could just be under her, you know.
Bye, robot. Have a good one.
You know what I'm saying? They could just be under her, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know.
I
It
just
could be
think
both. You know, I don't know.
Gypsy
I don't
just
know.
has her own things. Okay, Dee Dee didn't do it all. Even
It's
you
a prime
know,
example. Look at the blindness that there's going to be with people with Becca Scoops. It's not going to matter what you put in their face. It's not going to matter what you say. It's not going to matter how many times you prove it. It's not going to matter a year, a decade. They're just not going to care, and they're still
right.
going to support her. That's just the way it is, and that's the same way with Gypsy, in my opinion. And I'm not saying these people are bad or anything like that. I'm just thinking that or they're seeing something that we obviously do not see. But all I know is accountability means that you take accountability, and that doesn't mean that you keep, talking crap about your mom, after you did what you did to her, dude. Like, let her rest in peace. If you want
Dead
people,
people's rights.
right?
Let's talk about dead people's rights for a second. Because
yeah.
they like to bring up dead people's rights over there because they can't understand that I didn't dox a bunch of fucking dead people. But hey, whatever.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
you can't. And you want to talk about dead people's rights? Like somebody's Nelly, damn, really?
No, don't say her name, man. And then the minions are gonna run, dude. They're gonna be like, and then you're gonna make me sing the song.
I don't care.
No, that's Dinah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Dinah. Oh, shit. I said Dinah's name. God bless America.
What are you doing?
Oh, my God. You speak it. They will come. No.
I don't care. You said something about dead people's rights.
That. I know she was.
And my answer to you, and I will continue to say this, is until Gypsy Rose and the rest of you stop defaming, slandering, libeling, whatever the fuck you're doing, doxing a dead woman, since you all want to say all that, you don't have any right to speak about dead people's rights.
Nope.
Okay? We value the dead even more than we value the living. Then why are you not motherfucking valuing Dee Dee?
I mean, and in my opinion and in my own experience, part of moving on is forgiving that person and not speaking ill of them. That is not, I mean, if she's going through therapy and having a therapist, I don't know who she's turning down for a therapist, because that is not what my therapist's advice was going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't told that. I was told how to deal with that and how to move on from that. You know what I mean? You don't, by bringing it up and calling her names and slandering her name, and you know what I mean? What is that? How is that therapeutically helping you? Right.
It's not,
so,
and it's just, we all know that she wasn't medically abused. Okay. Let's just call that a day. This is not a case of Munchausen by proxy.
Put a pin in it, man.
Sorry,
Seriously.
I don't give a shit what any one of the dumb experts that cover Munchausen by proxy say. This is not a Munchausen by proxy case. And until they actually look at the medical records, I'm sorry, they have no leg to stand on.
Oh my word.
Goodbye. Okay. By the way, we're going to come and show you a lot about those people too.
There's so much to come. There's so much to come.
But dead people's rights. Well, Mac and I
exactly
really believe in We do believe in dead people's rights. We do. We do believe in that. And we do believe it's not about public information, okay? Public information is public information. Alive, you have no expectation of privacy from one another. It is only from the government. So I can't imagine that the dead would have any better privacy than the living, okay? But defaming and
And they're not
slandering,
here, so why do they care?
right? Well, but defaming and slandering them, God damn it, defaming and slandering them, that's not okay. Desecrating their entire existence, no. Profiting from desecrating their entire existence.
Making a joke of them. Making them a punchline.
So we had started back last year, and we kind of got lax on it because we got caught up in a bunch of things that we were trying to get through. I mean, a lot of information hit everyone at once. It's been.
Hey, Barb. Good to see you, girl.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Very
Hey,
proud of
hey,
you,
Barb.
Barb. Very, very
Barb.
proud of you, Barb.
Hey, Barb, just for you. Have a good one from the Good Wife, serving up 2 times, 1 dish at a time. Bye, guys. Mwah.
Have a good one. Have a good one.
Oh my
Anyway.
gosh, you know what's really funny? I have noticed that lots of people here say have a good one. And I've never noticed.
I say it all the time. I say it all the time. I'm always all, have a good one. And I'm like, I have to stop myself.
That's funny. But I mean, I think we've covered a lot today.
I mean, that's my biggest thing. That's my biggest, that's what justice for Dee Dee looks like for me is people stop defaming her. That would be justice for me. That's what it looks like for me. And also for me, it's everybody who helped this happen.
Yeah.
Them taking accountability also is justice for me. That's what that looks like for me. It's not about money. It's not about I mean, it's definitely not about the money. You people are really so wrong on that. Not as far as we go, anyway.
Not as far as us.
It's not about going after Gypsy and wanting to get Gypsy. And no, it's not about that. It's not about that. I just would like for her to stop defaming her mother, dude. Because regardless, that was your mother, and she gave you a great life. Whether you were pissed off at her, whether you're trying to sell a story, I don't care what it is. Seriously, that doesn't mean you have to defame her every chance you freaking get, dude. Like, just stop that. Stop it. And I think a lot of people would lay off of her. I mean, they would still cover her, but they would not. I don't think people would be as hateful. You know, for real. I mean, her friend's in here right now. One of her really good friends. She went, like, for real. Just stop that. It's just not cool, dude. It's over. You know what I mean? She always says it's so 10 years ago. Why can't people move on? Well, we can say the same thing right in your face. Why can't you move on?
Right.
I mean, it could only benefit you to move on.
Right. Exactly. So we started this thing, Justice for Dee Dee, and we turned it into a petition for change, and change.org /DD's law, so DEESLAW. You can link it in our bio.
It's in mine too, on my page.
And it really takes us past Son of Sam. Because for not to mention Son of Sam is almost non-existent. It's almost non-existent now, but it takes it past that, and it covers a lot of things that I believe that profiting and criminals and defaming people. It covers a lot of different things. I've talked with one of the content creators who's really in with the Son of Sam people.
Who I think I saw.
Who
we spoke about last night that we were wondering why we haven't heard from. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
UK.
Oh my God.
But go ahead.
Anyway. Oh, there's my thing. Downy.
Yeah. But anyway,
it goes past that, and we've talked with a content creator, who's in with a bunch of people that work on the Son of Sam stuff. And so we're going to be getting together with them and working on this, because it's something that I don't care whether you like me, you don't like me. This is wrong. This is all wrong. Okay. And
too.
Honestly, it's wrong on all sides at this point. It's gone too far. But Dee Dee's law would make sure that this doesn't happen again. This is insane. For a murderer to come out here like this. It's not even about her being wild. I don't give a shit that she.
I don't really care. I really don't. I mean, I care if there is a child. I care if the child is safe. I care about that. Is there a whole hell of a lot I can do about it? No, there's really not. There's really not. You can't. Nothing is proven. Nothing is. I mean,
right.
What are you gonna do, right? So that's what I'm saying. My goal is, really, I would love to have the law to be changed. I really would.
Yeah.
To where they can't, because the Son of Sam is not in every state. Number one.
Nope. And
number two, it doesn't. It can be revised where you can also hold other people responsible too.
Right. Right.
Like anybody who's pushing her, any manager of hers, any, you know what I'm saying, or whoever. It doesn't necessarily have to be her. It's whoever is, could be Brian Kober. You know what I mean? Because he's going to be doing a book. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. The Son of Sam is where you can't profit off of the person that you have, right, murdered.
Right. You can't profit off your crime. Okay. Heather, how many people do you need for the petition to move forward? It's not a specific number that we need for the petition to move forward. But what we do need is, if you go to the page, it explains to you what steps you as a citizen can take to make this change. And that's by content in your town, your state, your area,
Right.
Because you can start writing to it. I have a sample. Mac and I worked on a sample letter for you to write to your congressmen, your mayors, your governors, demanding this. And it doesn't just go into, oh my God, that's wonderful, Heather. It doesn't just go into Gypsy. It's very, it talks about why this is dangerous and all of that.
It's more, and it's not just about her. It really isn't. I would love for this, because when you think about if this was one of your loved ones, right? And something this horrible happened to your loved one, and you see the person that did this horrible act to your loved one run around making books, making documentaries, selling this, selling that, 9 million followers, da 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 da, and profiting. Like, come on now. And you don't want to do something about it? This could be somebody in your family, dude.
Right.
God forbid it is, but you got to think about that. No, injustice for one is injustice for all.
Heather, just DM me and Mac, and we'll tell you how you can help. I think starting in Missouri is a wonderful place, especially because it would hold them accountable.
Right, and there's supposedly people that are from there that are supposedly doing things, but I don't think they are.
Right, but anyway, I think that would be wonderful. So just DM us, and we'll get you that information.
And the website also has information, I believe, on it.
Yeah, the Good Ways Network does. You can also go to change.org/DD's Law, DEEDEES Law. So it just goes much further, and it gives you a wealth of information. We have bumper stickers and things like that that we've been working on, and I've made them, and I just never posted a lot of them.
Things happen. I mean, you can't. It's tough, and we're gonna be better. Like, we really are. Because everything is so, we have to be, because everything else is so crazy that we want to be, of
Christine,
our word, and
Christine's in. They could have, but they won't.
They won't. They've
They
already
took the
made that
money too.
decision. I
And they
think
took the
Morbid
money.
actually said he talked to them about it, and they said no, they don't want to do nothing about it. So he's like, all right, well, there's pretty much nothing more I can do. That's when he was like, pretty much. That's what I think.
Yeah, and
The stickers, yes.
Stickers. Yeah, okay, so this bumper stickers, let me know. We'll see if we can get some to you guys. Just to some of you guys that are wanting to put them out.
Because we were looking for
let us know.
magnets also.
Because Barb,
Thank you, Heather.
straight out of context, suggested us doing some stickers with like a logo, like a QR code on it.
Yeah,
stuff.
with the QR. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, I would put them everywhere for you,
Okay.
So, yeah, so I will do that. And we were gonna do some free ones for you guys too, like so that you guys can order them and get them for free, or
Right.
where you can put them yourself.
Or download
Actually,
them. Yeah.
I had them where you guys could download certain ones and you could go and get them. You can get them done yourself, or you can print them yourself. But
It is.
but yeah, then we're making some other ones too. So I'm going to work on getting those out. I have a lot of new merch that I was working on.
But there is a lot of stuff
some
that
nothing
people
to do
can
with
do
this, but
just by
yeah.
doing it, by actually being active. And you know what I mean? I can do it in my area. Other
Right.
people can do it in their area, but you can take the sample letter, fill it in, and send it to your governor, congressman, who, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just
Newscasters.
laws should be changed. They should be changed. They should. And Gypsy's new mama was trying to help. I don't know. I'm not going to give her name until I know she wants me to. I don't know. She's putting stuff out there. Anyways, but she's helping too. She's making a lot of flyers, and she's really working on it about not profiting. She's really been helping with that.
Yeah, for sure. It's just it's
It's
not
it's going to have to be a collective effort. It just has to be. Like,
has to
I
be.
was trying. I did videos. But there's only so much. Like, I can't get traction. I just can't. I can't get traction. I can get traction here, but I can't get traction on YouTube. And I want to reach people everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's very hard.
I'll help you with YouTube. It's just been hard to be able to do it with you because
Yeah.
we've just been so busy. Like
Yeah.
everything
Well,
is
things just a lot of things will have gone on in our lives too.
You're
but I
welcome.
think we're at a
Christine.
point now.
You're welcome, Christine. Yeah, and this, like I said, this isn't about getting anything about punishing her, putting her in prison. It's not to
No,
attack her.
it's not going to happen. Give it up.
This is
Anybody who
to
thinks that it's not, and I'm not trying to be rude to you. It's just reality. It's not going to happen. It's not on this charge. Something else, possibly. Depends on how she's acting, how her therapy's going. I don't know, but
right.
not on this. She'll never go back. She never will. All we can do is
Yeah.
find out what happened so we can give a little bit of maybe some because I don't agree with, don't you think that she's looking down and saying, oh, lay off of her, that's my daughter, I love her, you know what I mean? No, you know what, she had her chance, sorry, but she did, and now I'm stepping up and everybody else is stepping up. We'll figure this out for real.
I think that she would handle it much as she was in the end. That I think she was fed up, and she knew that her daughter was that she'd made mistakes.
She was fed up. She didn't make that video saying, I don't know how much my mom's gonna put up with. I don't know how much more she's gonna put up with.
Well, she looks rugged to the hills. Okay, I'm sorry. She is not okay in that video.
Wow, like she needed a cup to drool in, for real. It was nice. Yeah.
I think that she's probably made peace with it, obviously. But I think that she would want the truth to be told. Because again, not about this selfish little brat, man. The other people are clearly involved in what went on. Okay.
Yes, and the condition of her house, like Suzette said, that wasn't Dee Dee. She was not a slob like that. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about what it is. Those are her bags to go.
And all I can say is,
wait, let me finish. They had packed up all her stuff on May 22nd. She told Nicholas that she was packed and ready to go. Dee Dee, that was when Dee Dee was looking for ways to get her out of there. Told her, go with the boy to Wisconsin. At least you'll be happy.
Said go. Told
right?
her to move.
Okay. She was packed up. Daddy was coming to get her. You know, the whole thing. That is why that house looked like that. Not because that house stayed like that, but that's why everything that was in those bags was Gypsy shit. I remember he said she was throwing out shit that made it look like she wasn't.
Did you see her room? I mean,
it was already bagged up.
I mean, for real. Hey, Boston. For real, though. And,
Mac, think about what I just said. Nicholas said she was throwing out anything that showed that she lived there. And that anything that showed that she was, what? An adult.
Oh.
She was throwing it out. That's why it was all in the trash bags. So she had it all packed up to go. Whatever went wrong, went wrong. And so she just started tossing shit in the trash so that it didn't look like she lived there. And he, you know, and that she took stuff with her.
Maybe she got a little too messed up that night and forgot some things, you know? Because I do believe she probably did take some shit. Pill-wise.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's interesting, though, that that Nicholas had said she was throwing that away. It never dawned on me until thinking about the fact that I knew that now knowing what happened on May 22nd, knowing that was it, you know, and the whole thing, she tells the guy, I got thrown out. I think she did. You know, this is the thing.
Right, like, you're not going to tell me that Dee Dee didn't walk out in that kitchen and see that shelf all jacked like that and cereal on the floor and stuff, you know, and tell me that you're not going to tell me that. You're not going to tell me she lived like that. There's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah. No. No.
But that's like I said, that's where I'm at with it. I just want the defaming her to stop, for real.
I do too.
It's enough. Like,
I just think it's enough. Like, look, you made your point, okay? You think that your mother is a horrible person.
What's it going to say to arugula? What's that going to say?
Right.
I mean, for real. I mean, it's bad enough you're going to have to explain that to her, but then you're going to have to explain, well, why do you keep talking bad about her, Mom? Like, seriously? You got to think about these things. Think about her. Forgive her. If we're to believe everything that you say.
Right.
But in your mind, I get that you think this because it's your mind, but you have got to forgive her and move on. And stop talking bad about her.
See, okay, so thank you, Suzette, for saying that. I kind of want to close out, but I do want to, this is a good point. Dee Dee had to do her mom's housework and take care of her mom when I was there. I witnessed that. We all know that the family has said that Dee Dee cared for the mother. Okay.
Yep.
And this makes a really good point. You're right. They also all say that Dee Dee was lazy and didn't do anything. And that she was a baby and she didn't have to do anything. And she was this and she was that. But we admit that she was taking care of her mom, correct? So, like, it just shows the absolute way that they twist this and turn this and how that family has villainized her.
We know that Dee Dee did laundry because she talked about her mom doing laundry and watched her Barney, and that's why the Barney was where it was. So, and we know that she don't do it because we know Ken works his ass off. Come home and help her.
You know, this is the thing about Dee Dee, and they're saying, well, she didn't have to do anything. She didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do this. Well, also, your parents didn't make the same amount of money when they had you as when they had Dee Dee, okay? So that's part of the difference. It's kind of like Abigail, okay? Abby didn't have to do a lot growing up because their two older sisters did it, right? So, but my husband's thought process on that was, they're going to leave and she's still going to be here. So then who's going to do the things that they were doing? Her, you know, like, you know,
Right.
So that was why, you know, my husband was like, that's why she didn't do as much. And then they would do shit for her because they just didn't want to deal with her.
Right.
So they just do it for her, you know, like, you know, like picking up her room. They'd go in and do it for her because, you know,
It's easier.
it was easier than getting the child that stops and plays. It has to organize every
about it. Oh my god! You'd have to always play the game. I bet I can put him away faster than you. That's the only way I can get my kids to do it with me.
No,
Bitch, I can
but
put more
Abby
in the
was like,
basket than you can.
especially, you couldn't tell Abby to do more than one thing. If you wanted to get Abby to actually participate in cleaning her room, you had to be like, Abby, go over there and pick up this and put it in the bucket. And go over there, pick that up, pick up all of your littlest pet shops and put them in the bucket. And then she would go over, and you would have to keep reminding her, hey, you're putting them in the bucket. Oh, you're putting them in the bucket. And then you could go, and then it was like, okay, great. Now can you go over there and get, because she was just so
That's
out
me
there.
when I
Abby
clean. I start
Abby
looking at
was
something. I'm like, all right, I got to bring myself back
she
to what I
has
was
a
doing.
brain that is just like squirrel. That's Abby, and it's so funny. But so instead of having to tell her that, because it took forever, they would just go in and clean her room.
Yeah.
Mom said to have her clean her room. So anyway, guys, we talked about a lot today. There's been a lot of good nuggets. We will put this over on YouTube for you all. Thank you for supporting, tapping, sharing, all of that. If you gifted, we appreciate you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
It helps us do what we're doing. If you haven't seen our sizzle reel, it's over on YT for the documentary that Mac and I are working on.
Yeah.
I just sent over some more information to my co-producer, and he was looking. He's got a couple of experts that he wants to bring on board for looking at the psychology and and actually the medical records and everything, and we're really looking at them, and they do specialize in this area, of this. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping we get to do that.
Who was it? His dad that just got done working on the Tanner Horner?
Yeah.
The FedEx guy? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. So yeah, I can't wait. The sizzle's really good. And I gotta give credit. Mac and I worked on that together, but we worked on it with Crafton by Crafton.
Yeah.
And I love Crafton. He's done amazing stuff. We've had our ups and downs and through this whole 10 years of craziness, but he did a great job on that. We brought together what we wanted it to be, and I'm telling you, it was amazing work. He did a great job. I can't thank him enough, and it was worth every penny I paid for it.
It was.
Yeah. So, by the name Sizzle Reel after Becca's. Oh, I know, Cherish.
The 15-minute long one.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Like I said, it is what it is. I mean, if people want to be blind, then they're gonna be blind. What are you gonna do about it?
All I know is if I sent that to my guy would never speak to me again. He'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
He would have been like, "That's a little long."
What the fuck is this? You just took other
knew
people.
what I meant. I remember telling you, and I remember you looking, and you're like, "What? It's 15 minutes? That's not a sizzle reel."
And then it's just like clips of all the other documentaries, and I'm like, "Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
No,
that's not good."
But again, it has nothing to do with any kind of jealousy, for crying out loud, because we're just Miss Money Bags over here.
We don't care. I care about the truth. That's all I care about. And anybody who says otherwise, I don't give a shit.
Hasn't been knowing you very long or very well.
Your opinion matters none.
Yeah.
So, good luck with your 202 followers. But anyway, yeah.
Dun dun.
Dun dun.
Do we have sound effects?
We do have sound effects somewhere, but All right, guys, I've talked and I'm tired, and we covered a lot. So this will be up as a replay for you all. Go check out the vault because it's pretty good. Even if you just start, even if you just go to 26 and 27, which are the latest two, those are both on David Blanchard. That's a good
We're going to be getting into.
So that's what we're going to be getting into. But each week we pick a topic and we talk about it for a week or two, and then we move on to the next piece of evidence. So, alrighty, have a good one from the Good Wives, serving up true crime, one dish at a time. Bye,
Bye guys.
Mwah.
Good one, you guys.